Winning once, that's a good season. But building a streak, that takes showing up. Every call.
The highway to heaven, and it needs to be repaved, brother. I'll say that. I mean, they got, you know what I'm saying?
What was it? He was an angel that was like in purgatory, and his guy's friend with the beard was another angel? Or that was
his friend was like an Oakland A's fan, so...
but was he an angel to the friend, or was he a civilian?
No, his friend was a civilian.
And he could see Michael Landon.
Yeah, and everybody could see him, but he came back, and then he realized that Michael Landon is an angel. Bring it up, Highway to Heaven. What was the storyline on that?
I haven't thought of that since the last time you and I spoke about it, and the time before that was when I watched it.
It's same.
Why do we?
Well, dude. Well, I've thought about it, but I can't believe that you remembered that we had talked about it because I haven't talked about it with someone since then.
Yeah, that's why I remember it. I'm like, I just remembered you making me laugh about it.
Highway to Heaven follows Jonathan Smith, Michael Landon, a probationary angel. You're right, and Mark Gordon, an ex-cop, as they travel America, helping people in need on behalf of the boss, God. The series focuses on providing divine intervention, love, and emotional support to individuals facing hardship.
Yeah, that's a pitch. That's such a funny pitch. It's like, okay, hear me out. An angel and an ex-cop.
Yeah.
That's really good. I'm sold.
Oh, yeah, Michael Landon was one of a kind. I mean, that show was great. But yeah, the Highway to Heaven, I think they put a toll booth on it now. It's like...
Yeah, you can't even... they couldn't remake something like this today.
You don't think?
I don't know. Maybe... I think now actually is when they probably can remake. Now I'm thinking about it. I mean, I think you need a good Christian drama.
I think you need something that's leading. I mean, it'd be nice, I think, if there were more influences towards faith, probably. But even having Little House on the Prairie back, it's going to be a vibe, dude.
Oh, wait, so they're bringing back Highway to Heaven or Little House on the Prairie?
Little House on the Prairie.
Because what was that Highway to Heaven right there just now on the right? What's that?
Oh, they tried to bring it back, bro. I didn't even know.
No one knew. Nobody knew.
And they brought it back, it looks like, with an African-American actress. Who was there? Barry Watson. Oh, Jill Scott.
Jill Scott.
Grammy Award winner Jill Scott and Barry Watson.
Wow, that came and went.
Oh.
Or is that coming out now? I'll give it a whirl.
It's 2021.
Oh, all right. Well, you can't. I mean, there's COVID times.
Yeah, people, and they were probably shipping people to heaven during COVID. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we were the Highway to Heaven during COVID.
It was a Pfizer 4-lane going on, bro. Fauci working the toll booth. Just getting the last dime out of you just to hit the turnpike.
Was he working towards salvation, Michael Landon and Highway to Heaven? Like, was he saving people to get in God's good graces? Like, why was he? He's probationary.
Yeah.
I would like to know how that series ended.
Yeah, what was the last?
He had to have gone to heaven. If he didn't, I mean, it would have been a huge letdown. No. No, I mean, imagine they just left it open like he didn't. They don't even tell us.
Yeah, let's go to the ending of it. The series Highway to Heaven did not have a planned definitive series finale as it was canceled due to low ratings,
bro. Shit. Wow, so they didn't. That's always a bummer when you invest in a show and then it just stops and you're like, yeah, that's hard.
Or when the whole nation invests in a show too and it ends like Lost. Lost probably, I think there's people that died because Lost it didn't do anything.
Yeah, there had to be some type of butterfly effect. What's that?
It was their hope. I'm going to keep watching this and it's going to get somewhere.
That was me.
You
I watched Lost,
like
and at one point I thought Lost was the greatest show I had ever seen in my life. And then the last 2 or 3 seasons, it was like maddening.
Yeah.
I mean,
that broke a lot of people.
It's too convoluted.
Oh, divorces. I mean, that broke. People don't realize. You don't realize that if you invest that much with somebody into something, and if that thing falls apart, you can fall apart.
You can fall. You can unravel. Your whole life can unravel.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much these days.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Everyone's right there. All it takes is like just the creators of Lost is stringing us along, telling us the whole time they have exact intentions when they fucking don't. And it comes out later. I don't know if anyone's ever taken them to task for that. I'll tell you another thing. I saw the finale. I couldn't tell you what I can't explain it to you right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't even explain the ending. You did all that and you couldn't explain the ending to us.
Evangeline Lilly. God bless her, really.
She's doing fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's like she's like in Ant-Man, right? She's like Ant-Woman.
Oh, she is?
I think so.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
That show was so good, dude.
The flashbacks, the flash sideways.
Flash forwards, flash sideways. They started flashing sideways. I'm like, what is that?
I've never seen a flash sideways before Lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you flash sideways? They did it.
God, yeah, they did it.
I'd like to flash sideways.
Today?
I'd like to flash sideways today.
Yeah, you're doing, you said you're in town You hitting the doctor? You're hitting the medical circuit right
Yeah,
now?
yeah, I'm in the medical circuit. My doctor lives out here. My boy from high school.
Really?
He's my primary. So
And it's your friend from high school?
yeah, it's my boy from. I've known him since we were 13.
Wow.
Yeah. So shout out James Loesch.
James Loesch.
James
J-Lo.
Loesch. So
I don't
yeah,
know if I
Joe.
want to go to my friend and let him, but I guess if it's your boy, you can trust him with anything.
Yeah, that's where it started out of. Like
And
I
you can
just.
show him your body and whatever.
No, I haven't shown him my body, and that would be where I probably. That's I understand what you're saying there. Right there is where I thought I would have to do it this week, show him my body because like we had a list of things to do. I got like what's called a DEXA scan, a CT angiogram. I got a blood draw for a full panel plus a cancer screening. I got an MRI today. I'm doing everything, and then it said in there, what is that? It said in there.
That's him, huh?
That's me.
Oh, it is?
That's him.
That's you again?
He pulled him up in a tux at 18 years old.
Dude, every time you hear we bring up pictures of guys that I cannot even believe it's you, and it's you every time.
I know. It said physical, so I was gonna. At one point, I was gonna be like, you don't have to hold my sack or anything, do you?
Yeah.
But then I just let it go, and then he didn't say anything, and then it was fine.
But do you think you're missing out on something that's important information or something? Just because you guys are like kind of shy or whatever?
I was wondering if in general, like, when was the last time you got a physical?
A physical,
You had to do it for the movie or something like that, maybe.
probably I mean, I wouldn't bet it probably wasn't too long ago, but I've gotten all the blood panels. I get them done all the time.
Yeah, yeah. So I just don't know if that's antiquated, like them like holding you and saying cough or drop your
Yeah.
pants. I don't really hear people talk about that anymore.
Yeah, hold them and call
Yeah.
your stepfather a queer or
Yeah,
whatever. You're like,
exactly.
that's not.
It's not. I mean, it's not a medical term. They're taking liberties.
Yeah, they're taking liberties, dude. You're like, I don't think.
I was a cough, but call my dad a queer. Trust me, just do it. It's like
It'll relieve some stress. You're like, okay.
I don't know what they're looking for, but if he didn't touch my balls, then I guess like he's not gonna find anything there.
Yeah.
So like I guess that was an oversight. But I guess what are they checking for when they hold your balls, like a hernia?
Well, I mean, look, I think on
Because
behalf
I
of-
don't lift anything.
on I got a bad back. Doctor says I can't even lift my balls. Bro, let's check it right now. Yes, it is standard medical procedure for a doctor to hold the scrotum while asking you to cough and check for an in. I get that, but that shit seems hella it seems like the Catholic Church is involved in it a little bit. Has a little backsplash of uncertainty.
Yeah.
But what how do we self-check our own balls? That's what I would look up.
Yeah, maybe a self-exam I could do.
Because it's probably time, man, that we know how to do this. Just because there's a lot of times I'm sitting in a lobby or I'm chilling, you know?
Yeah. And then you don't know what's going on down there.
Well, it's like I might as well check it out.
Yeah.
There's times where I'll just,
Oh yeah, we could check all the time.
yeah.
If we know what we're doing, we're checking without knowing usually.
Yeah, usually I'm feeling around in my balls
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, what is that? Don't touch that. There's like that part that's like, nah,
yeah,
nah.
there's the thing attached to the ball that's like weird.
Yeah, like, oh, that's the HVAC area.
It's all wired. Yeah. I'm not certified like, inner bag. I don't really know anything in the inner bag.
Oh, there's definitely, dude. Yeah, there's moments where you're like, oh, what is that? And then you're like, that's what gets scary, bro.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that just feels like, and then like, it's like, feels like that's just a skittle or
I
something.
still won't go.
Yeah,
I still won't go if I feel like I have a taste like a rainbow in, like if I have a Skittle in there or something. I would just be like, I would sooner Google it. There's something I'm not really. He would have had to probably take his balls out for me to feel comfortable.
Oh, that's
what I mean?
fair.
Yeah.
Dude, that should be something you guys do for the show for like one of the things.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Get him into that,
Yeah, we'll do that.
center, you know?
Yeah. I'll get my doctor in there and show his balls on our show. It makes sense.
Or just, now with the doctor's got to do, get him to, I need you to hold your balls while you hold my balls.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And we sing a little bit of Bruno Mars,
Yeah, bro, Bruno's good, man.
Oh, dude, it remind you had a story about Bruno. Remember, you went to his show.
Yeah, he was dope. He was like, it was a bit back, but he was like bartending for us backstage, and then during his finale, he was like yelling out quotes from my show, like in the middle of like, "You make me feel like I'm locked out of hell," and he just starts, and then there's pyrotechnics, and then he just started screaming out lines from the show, and I was like, I can't believe this. I actually missed it. I was like with people, and like I didn't hear him say it, and they were freaking out.
Oh.
I think if I told this last time, but I was like, I remember like I was like 4 or 5 people. I was with my girl and the guys and they went nuts. And I thought they were just going nuts for the song Lock. And I was like, wow, they're really big fans. Like that's like they were like overhyped, you know. Obviously they just heard him quoting us, so they were reacting like that. And I was like, this song's good, but they're really they're into it. And then like a few minutes later, like I can't believe he
And
shouted
where
out
were you? You was getting something.
No, I was right there with him, but I didn't hear, like, there was fireworks going off, and I didn't hear it. And then I was like, and then they were like, I can't believe he was quoted you. I'm like, you quoted me?
You didn't even know
No,
you were
I
right
didn't even
there.
know.
Is this real?
That's real. You could pull off, it looks like AI, right? That's real. You could pull off a hat like that?
There's Bruno Mars. I could never pull off a hat like that.
Never.
Joe and Sal came down to the show in Albany tonight. Albany.
Oh, it's Albany.
Albany.
Yeah.
Albany, sorry.
Yeah.
And if you ain't seen the show in Practical Jokes, you're missing out. Apparently,
Yeah, apparently.
Murr was there.
Yeah, Murr got there late, and after it was over, he got stuck in traffic, and he like drove 8 hours and missed it. I swear to God, dude. Yeah, he drove. I'm not. I know he might. Honestly, I think he drove like 13 hours. I don't know why. I forgot the circumstances surrounding it, but he got there late and just missed the whole thing.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude. God,
Yeah, I
that's-
couldn't wear a hat like that.
Yeah, I couldn't wear a hat like that. I wouldn't be able to do it good. So we don't forget this because I do think this is important. What can we do to check out our nuts to make sure that we're okay? What do we do actually?
Got this first.
Using both hands, and you just cut my waist. Don't do me lower than the waist. I'm gonna check while we're here.
I can't see it, but I'll. You
Okay.
tell me. Maybe you give me a play-by-play.
All right.
Like, what do you feel? What are you feeling for right now? what is it?
I don't know. I feel like I'm in like the cottage cheese section right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, ultimately though, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a hernia? Are you looking for a skittle? Like, what are you
I'm
looking
looking
for?
for cancer,
Oh,
bro.
that's what we're doing. That's cancer when
Yeah,
they
I'm
do
doing
that?
cancer screening. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time just
You
feeling
might
my
as well
nuts.
screen for everything if you're feeling around. Just do a full thing. Screen for everything.
Dude, I can't do a full panel or whatever. I don't
You could
know.
do it. Can you tell the difference between a hernia and cancer?
I know.
Yeah, it is. I will say, like, it is weird with both hands on your balls while I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, normally it would
It's like
be.
when we first met.
Well, if you would give me a second, I'm trying to see if I have cancer or not, okay?
What is this animation though? Why is it no sack?
I don't know. That's Dixar, I think. That was a cheap joke, but thank you for supporting
No,
it.
it
dude.
was good, man.
Just get it on the wording again one more time. Go back. Perform a testicular self-exam monthly. Oh God, dude, I am 400 months behind schedule.
Yeah.
Ideally during or after a warm shower, when the scrotum's relaxed. Yeah. If you got that hard bag, bro.
Yeah, you can't do it in like the winter.
Yeah, if you feel like it's like kind of like feels like a bit of like a really ripe avocado, you got to back off the sack.
Yeah, that's right.
Using both hands, gently roll each testicle between your thumb and finger to check for hard lumps. Smooth bumps. That's a unique term. That's got to be an oxymoron. Smooth bumps. How can you find that? That's crazy.
Yeah, what's a smooth bump? Isn't by definition a bump not smooth? Hard lumps, smooth bumps. Theo Von story.
My journey through chemotherapy, or changes in size, shape, or consistency.
What do they mean changes in size? Like it's like a.
I guess if one's gotten really, like one sounds like its throat's clogged or whatever.
Oh, there's always one bigger than the other, isn't there? Or is that breasts? Isn't that true? For balls and breasts, there's always one that's bigger.
Yeah, I think that's true. I'm going to read this one part off and then we'll get to that. Hard pea-sized lumps or nodules, a new dull ache or feeling of heaviness in the lower abdomen or groin. So that I think is more for hernia, and then significant swelling or a sudden change in size. So I guess the good thing is if you do it repeatedly, you'll start to, that's the thing, you probably have to do it repeatedly so you get an idea.
You catch it. Yeah.
Yes, you have a baseline.
You have a baseline.
Because
Yeah.
otherwise, if you're just wandering into your nuts with your hands or whatever, you
Right.
everything in there.
Yeah, you don't know what's in there at all. Yeah.
No, neither testicle nor breasts are always perfectly symmetrical. One side is typically slightly larger or positioned differently in most people. And the testicles usually hang at different levels. That gives them also the illusion of seeming like they're a different size.
It'd be funny if we didn't have a sack and they just hung the ball, like in that, like how that hand was holding the two individual testicles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be weird.
That'd be
They
very
just
weird.
like hung like on a string, like on strings, like just like bangers.
like yeah, like those.
Remember those kabangers? Yeah, when we were little, like it was like 2 balls on the strings, and you were like pop, 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 and they were like. They were called kabangers.
Bring them up, them kabangas, bro.
Yeah, get those kabangers up there. You don't remember those?
I've never seen those in my life.
What, bro? They still sell them now.
Buddy, I promise you.
Yeah. Wow, man, dude, I'm sorry because like I had some really nice times with those.
With them kabangas.
Yeah, like they really, when you know what you're doing, you can see a video of somebody doing it. When you know what you're doing, it's a real treat.
Oh, here's a video, a commercial for them. Smitty's.
They're guaranteed safe for play and unbreakable, so they'll never chip, steal, or shatter. Get the original Kerbangers at Smitty's and get set for some fast action.
Oh, you knock your freaking tooth out. You knock your neighbor's nuts off
Yeah,
with that.
they were like little nunchucks.
Oh, I did used to wish that like your nuts had like they were like secret hearing device or whatever. Like you could roll one somewhere into a room and it would be able to hear
That's dope.
what was going on.
That's really good.
Like a recon nut or whatever.
Yeah, like a James Bond nut.
Yeah.
That's good. There's
Yeah.
the sack is
Thanks,
a good
man.
place to hide something.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you can get like some type of surgery where you get like it's almost like a. You remember what they call ruse, kangaroos, the sneaker?
Ruse. Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And so the thing about kangaroos or ruse, I think they're called, is every single sneaker had a hidden pocket on it.
Oh, that's right.
Like
that
in the
was part of
tongue
their
or on
thing.
the side, and they should bring those back. You know, but that'd be like you can do that with your pouch, like with the sack, and then you could hide stuff in there.
Yeah, well, I bet you could get that modulated, bro. If you got your nuts modulated, bro, you could do that in a fucking heartbeat. Or yeah, get you a little pouch, almost like a little fanny pack put
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah,
They should make a little fanny
for your
pack
nuts.
that goes around your.
Actually, this is not a bad idea if we could find a safe medical way to do it. Because you ever throw on like a pair of sweats and there's no pockets, and you leave the house and you got no pockets.
Oh.
When you have no pockets, I feel like I might have to go back. Like I will not buy pants without a proper pocket, or like you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, of course I know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. And then, but if you had a sack that held stuff like
Yeah.
a pouch,
You feel like, oh,
you wouldn't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah.
You could throw on any pants you want. You could flippantly throw on pants before you leave the house, and not even think twice about it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you're like, oh, I'll just, I got enough room for just a couple Zens.
Or you could put like your license in there, a key, key fob.
I
you
think
know?
putting your license into your nuts is crazy work, bro.
Yeah, you're right. But the whole concept is so. You could have gave me it. It's just we're just trying. I mean, I don't think we're putting anything in there really. But
Well, here's the thing: if I don't
if
have,
you're gonna put a zin in there, 2 zins, I think you could put.
Oh,
Yeah, I would be careful putting 2 zins in there. That's for tobacco.
yeah,
Yeah, you already took it to another level. Now you're gonna get ball cancer.
that's
You know
true,
what I'm saying? All I'm doing is trying to have identification on me.
Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right, man. I'm really going to kind of like my separate way, but
Oh, so I never got that enhanced license for travel. So now, just in case, I always got to bring my passport with me to the airport. I'm always afraid I'm going to forget it at home, and then it's going to be lights out because I can't get on a thing. So I would put maybe my you have to fold it up. It might be uncomfortable, but I would maybe permanently carry my passport in my sack.
bro, you can't fold. Dude, think about this though, Sal. I hear you, and I love what you're saying, but
You're right.
to fold your fucking
It was
passport up,
stupid. Yeah, I know it's too much. I couldn't do
well,
it.
it's not built to be folded. But here's what I do think is, yeah, if you had your nuts or whatever, yeah, if you could put two. I'm trying to think if you could put a couple Zens in your nuts or whatever, a couple Alps in there.
You zinning?
I don't do it.
Me neither. I don't know.
But I think it would be crazy if they're like, yeah, we think you have like gum cancer in your nut. Like you'll get like tooth and gum cancer or whatever.
yeah.
They're like somehow you got mouth
You got gingivitis of the balls.
somehow you got mouth cancer in your nuts. You're like, yeah, it's because I've been fucking zinning
Yeah.
through my magical nut pouch. But dude, the no two nuts are the same. Do you know that? No two nuts actually the
They're
same.
like snowflakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Are those the towering sliders?
You know what time it is, You know what time it is? Prize Picks! America's #1 sports picks app. The app is really easy to use. That's why I like it. To get started, you just pick more or less on 2+ players' stat projections and lock in your picks. That's it. It's simple. And with the NBA playoffs here, there's no better time to get in on the action. Prize Picks is now an official daily fantasy partner of the NBA. And that kicks off with a NBA Finals sweepstakes. Just enter a lineup with a live NBA pick during the NBA playoffs for a shot to win a trip to the NBA Finals. That's it. More details at prizepicks.com/NBA sweepstakes. Best of all, Prize Picks will give you $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Cut. Win or lose, you'll get $50 in lineups. Use promo code Theo when you download the app and sign up today. Type shit. Prize Picks, code Theo. Play responsibly. Have you ever woken up in the morning? Yeah, who hasn't, right? I guess some people haven't. R.I.P. But have you ever woken up in the morning and just needed a nicotine pouch or just a cup of coffee to feel human? Or just sometimes you just need a neighbor to come over and just damn tickle you. But how many pouches or cups of coffee or energy drinks or stimulants do you need per day to stop yourself from crashing or from feeling a withdrawal? I'm stuck in that category. I need something, you know, right? When I gotta have a little bit of pattern. You know, for some people it's pouches or coffee or energy drinks or heavy stimulants or just some people it's just their damn wife yelling at them, gets them keyed up. And that's why I want to let you know that now there's ultra pouches. These are to stop all of that. These pouches are completely nicotine free and caffeine free and 0 calories right there. You're probably thinking if they don't have nicotine or caffeine in them, what exactly is in them, huh? Huh? Plastics? Great question. Ultra uses clinically, and tell them we sent you. Change it up for yourself. No more nicotine. No more caffeine. Ultra.
You dance?
No, dude, but I will tell you this. My friend and I, maybe almost, probably like maybe 30 months ago or whatever, we went to the park and we saw, and we watched the people do the Zalsa dancing.
Salsa? Did you?
So good,
That's
bro.
right. 30 months ago you went to the park
Yeah.
and watched people salsa dance?
And bro, we watched it. At first we were like, whatever, bro. Let's don't look too long because it's just me and him and we're not with anybody or whatever.
But it was just, you mean like it was like a competition or like a dance party or something?
Yeah, it's just a dance party they had over there by the lake. It's over there by Centennial Park in Nashville. You can probably even look it up. And so there's a lot of Latinos and a couple of like Indian guys trying to pretend they were Mexican or whatever, like putting on like
Yeah, but they have their own really good dance routines too. You ever see them? They go hard.
yeah.
Like those those routines where everyone's doing the same thing. There's like choreographed. It's like She's All That. You ever see like an Indian wedding? It's like She's All That.
Is it like that?
I feel like the Indian weddings I've seen in passing on like YouTube or like in Instagram.
Oh,
or something,
yeah.
And you see them dance and like they all like know the exact. That's so cool. That's my
Yeah,
dream
that is cool, huh?
For like a dance to bust out and everyone does it together.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, that's a good, man. It's, yeah,
I went out dancing last night.
You went out dancing last
I
night?
felt like my mom in the 80s.
You're lying.
I swear to you, I went out dancing.
You felt like your mom.
I
You
love
wore a
to dance.
brooch? You wore a brooch?
I no, but I do love a brooch. Though.
Me too.
I got my wife a brooch recently.
You did?
I swear to God, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. So, brooches, they're just wonderful. I think they're not. I don't know if they're really in style anymore, but they're timeless brooches.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when you see someone with a brooch, you think, well, sometimes you think like somebody passed away and there's like a little image of them in it, right? Sometimes like a locket.
Something like that. Yeah. But
some-
sometimes it's just decorative.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think they're almost like, it feels like a little bit of royalty, like neighborhood royalty.
I like it. Yeah, it does feel like something, like a little bit of like a badge.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got some great brooches.
There's a place here called the 5 Spot. It's a bar, and on Mondays they have Motown Mondays, and that's all I need to hear.
Yeah.
I love it. It was like soul music, Motown music, and we went last night. It was one of my friend's birthdays. So we went, and I was like, I don't go out because at home I'm just working in the kids and stuff. So I was like, let's go, dude. I danced for like a good couple hours last night. I don't remember the last time I did that. Probably like at a wedding or something. But I was like in the wild dancing.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so fun. And everybody was just dancing, having fun?
Everybody, yeah, the place wasn't that crowded, and every last person there was dancing.
Get down on it. They play stuff like that.
Fuck, you talking about Cool and the Gang?
Yeah.
Come on, babe. I love it. Yeah,
Dude,
it's hard.
that's
You
great.
get down. That song comes on by Cool and the Gang. I have to dance.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. So you don't dance.
You know what? Here's the thing. I just forget about it. You know, I
Yeah.
think if I had a date, like someone like, I wouldn't mind having a date and we go to the square dancing. There is a Tuesday
yeah.
night place here that does square dancing. I think it's the American Legion or something, where they teach how to square dance. My friend Chris just went last week. And
Like
I've-
line dancing, like that.
yes.
Yeah.
So I would like to learn that.
Yeah,
And then
that's a
I'll-
nice entry point.
yeah, and
Just
just
a
to
couple of
get you
two
out-
steps, get you feeling like you're part of the group.
Yes, to get
Yeah.
me out on the dance floor. I used to love to dance. Now sometimes I think I feel a little bit like sometimes I have some social anxiety about that shit.
It's hard to dance now if people are like, yeah, you can't just let loose.
Yeah, honestly, I'm afraid. Yeah, somebody will video me and probably make fun of me, which is fair. I'm okay if they make fun of me.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But just doing it like, like, there's some part of it I don't like, and I think it's just that. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't want to see a video of how bad I'm dancing because I want to still believe in my head that I'm a good dancer.
Sure. I
That's
get
what it
that.
is.
Yeah, but
So
it's
don't
all
take
in-
that ability away from me.
Yeah.
By like using me to fucking just to burn me one.
I
you
would
know?
love to watch you sincerely dance.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I would just love to see you like genuinely dancing.
Okay.
And see what that looks like.
Okay.
You know, what your rhythm is, what your moves are,
Yeah.
like how you get down.
I think a lot of like that. Oh, when the blues will come on, bro, I get out
Yeah.
there and dance to
Yeah,
the blues, bro.
yeah.
They used to have a place called Tabby's Blues Box over there in downtown Baton Rouge, bro. And I'd get out there, bro. And they had a little bit of sliced ham or something over there on the side, you know.
They put out a little like all you can eat like type of thing or something.
It was like, it wasn't all you could eat, but it was like, you can eat a little. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
they had they had food. People would dance to the blues and eat ham.
yeah. They had a dude sitting by it, so you know you couldn't have that much.
Oh, so it's like something he served it. He
They
like when you get up at a wedding at a buffet, like and they slice it for you like that.
oh, yeah. Like,
Like that?
No.
Like ham steak,
No, this was just kind of regular ham. Not,
like deli ham.
no, it was like it was like a few stairs up from deli ham. It
So
was like-
somewhere between deli ham and a ham steak.
yeah, like neighborhood ham or whatever,
All right,
or like
all right.
ham that had been kind of trucked in. It had been flown in,
Okay.
but it had come on a truck.
But how do they prepare it? Like with some like a glaze?
No, they could just cook. I think they cooked it,
Just cooked ham.
Yeah.
And then while the blues was
and they
going
had
on.
some crackers out there. They just had a little setup, but they had a dude. You could tell you couldn't have a lot because they had a dude sitting by it.
Right
Like they
there.
had, like we're gonna pay this dude to sit by it.
Yeah, because that's unfortunately what happens in society. If you just have unchecked ham, it's going to be like a Black Friday situation. You know, you ever see when they give the tote bags at Trader Joe's? People just become animals.
Yeah,
And you can't ham. People are already sad listening to the blues. You can't just put out ham. They're going to run for that. It's a comfort food.
Oh, bro, yeah. There was one song was so sad, and I had a mouthful of fucking ham. And it's hard to cry when your mouth's full. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You remember being a kid?
You
and
can't
you're like,
cry and chew. Yeah.
you couldn't. Yeah, you can't cry and chew.
You can't cry and eat. It's
It's
impossible.
it was a fat boy's dilemma, bro. You know?
You really can't though.
That's why you can't be
You
sad and chubby, dude, because that's a dilemma that God sets you in. Like, you're gonna be able to have as much little ham as you want, but you ain't gonna be able to be sad about it.
Yeah, that's why people eat to stop crying.
Oh, dude,
Right?
yes. Why isn't that should be written on our American flag?
Hey, think about someone like with a huge hoagie hysterically crying and eating it. I've never seen it. It's a visual I've never seen. People can't cry and eat at the same time.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like sneezing and or it's like
Yeah. Right.
whatever it's called,
Like-
sneezing and like wishing for or what,
It's something.
yeah,
And
something.
I thought it was something with sneezing
It's like rubbing your belly and
and
like
chewing gum. No.
and,
And patting your head.
flirting with your neighbor's wife or
That's
something.
it.
Yeah, it's just, you can't do it all.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, patting your head, rubbing
it's
your
like
belly.
rubbing your belly and checking your balls for cancer.
Yeah,
You cannot do the
yeah,
same,
there you
same time. Yeah, man. I went out.
Dude, thank you, bro. Oh, thank you for making me laugh today. I appreciate it.
Of
man.
course, man.
I appreciate
Kidding
it.
me?
I want to ask you. So because your podcasting has changed recently, and I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to know why. Because you had two podcasts. You had one that you were doing with Chris DeStefano.
Yes. Hey, babe.
Hey, babe. And then you had your own.
I had one with Joe DeRosa called Taste Buds.
And you had one Joe DeRosa called Taste Buds.
Yeah, yeah.
And Joe moved to Austin.
Yes, he did.
So that kind of brought that one to an end.
Yeah, and Chris moved up like state or whatever. But
Oh, he's living upstate?
yeah, but I'm telling you, because when we put these on hiatus, we said to the fans like they're just going on hiatus. It's been a couple of years now, but people think we lied. We had no intentions of bringing back. We have full intentions of bringing both back. No joke. Like I talked to both of them recently. Chris texted me 2 days ago and said, "You want to do like a short run of them just to put it back out there?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I talked to Joe. He said the same. So we really are going to bring it back. But I got a new talk show like pod coming out called Minoosh, which is like short for minutia, and it's like big guest, small talk. But it's like absurd. It's like it goes in and out of conversation and sketch comedy. It's like something just completely different.
Huh.
Yeah, like it's off the wall. It's really fun. I shot like 10 episodes so far.
Oh, you already did?
Yeah, I shot 10. I'm gonna do them by seasons, like 10 episode seasons. So I'm gonna release it like probably sometime in May, and then kick it off. It's been so much fun. You gotta. I talked to you about it. You gotta come on.
Manouche. Yeah, I'm gonna come in.
When you come through, New
I'm
York,
gonna come and do one.
please. I would love to have you. We'll have a lot of
I'd
fun.
love to be on there.
It's really different. Like it's not just It's
Well, yeah, that's what I'm curious about. So, like, yeah, because you're saying like it also involves improv. So, what, like, how does that kind of look, or a little bit of like where, like,
it's like nothing that we do and say is to be taken seriously. It's all just we're doing shtick the whole time, and we're in on the joke, and it's like, but it's edited really fun. It's like edited in like little chunks, and it's like to look like it's on an old VHS tape. It's like it's really, I don't know. It's just something I just made up like a couple of years ago when we went on hiatus. I'm like, I want to do something completely like solo that has like a really specific sensibility to it. So it doesn't. I mean, this isn't a great pitch. It doesn't sound funny, but it's really, it actually really is.
It's
funny.
unique.
I'm super excited for people to
dude,
see
you
it.
do a lot. I mean, those are your wheelhouses, comedy and improv, and so to have some of that together, I think it definitely makes sense.
It
sounds cool.
If you talked about this enough, no problem. But like, how was your experience filming the movie and stuff? Did you guys improvise a lot on that?
I think I didn't know exactly what was going on,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
bro, until the day we showed up there on
It's
set,
gotta be nerve-wracking, right? Like,
I thought it was all emails. So the day we showed up on set, I was like, no way, everybody was being real serious about this, you know?
yeah.
And it was a real movie. There's like people walking around. There's like one guy just looking for something.
Yeah.
There's like some guys like dressing somebody up like in a outfit or whatever.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like we need.
You had the full trailer, like all that shit.
Oh, everything. It's like
Yeah.
electrical lines. It's like and people.
But
are,
you funded it too? Like you guys made it yourself?
yeah, we wrote
right?
it and funded it and everything.
So isn't that like how like nerve-wracking was that? To like be like, all right, whether this is gonna do well, we're gonna invest it back. But even the fact that you've never done that before, and then to walk in on a production that size, and then be at the person running it, basically.
That's a good question, dude. I think, honestly, like, I kind of struggled with, like, that, I want to be in, like, I'm very particular about what I put out in a way. Like,
Sure.
I wanted to try and be true to myself, however.
Right.
And it wasn't, like, bad or anything. It was just different, right? And and going back, I wish... In some places, I wish I would have spoke up more, and in some places, I wish I would have spoke up less.
It's going to be a learning experience. We made the one movie, and it was a learning experience for me. Like, I didn't like a lot. There's a lot of things I would change afterwards.
But did a lot of people go see your movie? Yeah.
Yeah, it was out when COVID hit. We were in theaters when the world shut down. So we were expanding because, like, we were doing we had a great per theater average. So they didn't give us a wide rollout, but we were the highest per theater average. So it kept expanding week over week. So we were heading into our 5th week. They were going to give us like a few more weeks, and then it shut down. Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
But yeah, I don't have a ton of ego in it. I think it was awesome. I learned so much.
Did you have nerves like every day, or did that go away?
No, I just...
Because I would just be like...
Did I have nerves?
Like what?
For sure. Some scenes I did. Some scenes I just got to be David's. I'm like the ball. I'm like, say if somebody's bouncing a ball off a wall, I'm kind of the wall, right?
Sure.
And then it kind of over time. It changed a little bit where I'm like, sometimes I'm catching the ball and throw it back.
Yeah.
So I think it was just moments of confidence. When my confidence would feel okay.
Yeah.
And learning as I went. But I mean, I'd taken act class over the years. I'd done a lot of practice scenes and shit, but in the end, you just want to have fun with your buddy, and you want to come up with what's funny. So we'd be sitting there improvising a lot, like throwing ideas, and just be like, we'll try this one, and then sometimes you want to hold your idea because you don't want to tell them because you want to say it in real time. So it's actually funny.
Yeah. You did a lot of that.
Yeah, but looking back, I think there's so many just little moments, like just seeing like Spade, like just trying to stay warm, because we had a day like we were supposed to shoot during the fires, the shit fucking,
Oh, dude, yeah.
whoever it was, somebody that Spencer Pratt hates, tried to burn down the Palisades, And while all that shit was happening,
Yeah.
our movie was supposed to shoot. But once you've already paid and got shit locked in, you're kind of locked in.
Yeah, for sure.
And so one day there was like 60-mile-per-hour winds, and we didn't need wind in the movie or whatever. but
Right. It has to be in it.
We can't afford a redo. So,
right.
It's like, yeah, this day
60
costs.
mile an hour wind.
It's 60-mile-an-hour winds.
There's
today.
this scene of you guys in the park, and there's a tornado for no reason. Like, you do make mention of it in the movie, or is it just like whipping winds?
Oh, there's just whipping winds. This one day at this gas station, the guy Stevie Januski, Steve Little, he's from Eastbound and Down.
Oh God, dude, he is the funniest guy.
He is.
I mean, that character. The outtakes from Eastbound and Down are I think they're probably the greatest thing ever on recorded. You worked with him? How is he in real life?
Oh, dude. I mean, it's literally like the nicest guy you could even be around.
He's so funny.
It's all like for somebody that has such an effect, like being funny. It's almost like he doesn't want to have too much of an effect in any other way. He's a gentle guy. That's what I mean.
Okay.
He's a gentle guy. He's not trying to stir the pot or anything.
Sure.
But you put him right there in the middle of the porch and cut those lights on, and dang, he
had you laughing and
it's
stuff.
a beautiful suit that guy makes, man.
Dude, that's awesome. Man.
So just little things like that, I think, and looking back and like.
So the fires delayed you?
No, we just had to like move a little bit over this hill, and like we'll probably be safe over this hill or whatever. And I'm like, that sounds.
It was like during them?
Well, yeah. It was during them.
Oh my God, dude! No,
Yeah.
when you're like shit was spreading across town, like
there'd be times you'd be going across, and you'd see just
oh my God,
you'd
dude.
see a bird fly by and he was on fire, or whatever. You're like, dude,
that was like
stop, bro. He's like, I gotta get somewhere. He's like, my wife's pissed or whatever. You're like, all right, just do it.
Oh man.
But yeah, I didn't even think to say that. Yeah, the fires were going on. So there'd be days you're driving home and shit's just on fire
shit.
everywhere.
That's messed up.
It was crazy.
We had to I executive produced this show that came out this week. Actually, it's called Foul Play with Anthony Davis, AD, NBA player.
Oh yeah, he played it for the Pelicans.
He played
down in New Orleans.
He's in the. I think he's on Dallas now. He got traded from the Lakers.
Oh, they traded him.
Yeah, I think so. But so he has this show. It's like a punked almost, right? It started last week. We had to pull a bit from the first episode. 16 episodes. And it just aired. It rated like the highest new series on TBS in like years. But so we had this thing where Floyd Mayweather was the guest, and he was helping us do this like prank on this person. So this family lost their house in a fire. This was before the fires.
Okay.
Family, like the setup was that this family lost their house in a fire, and Floyd Mayweather held this charity barbecue for them to get like with the community to get like their belongings back. So people brought them like gifts and stuff.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So they got all their like their housewares and things back, and like people are donating this stuff at the barbecue, at the charity barbecue, and then all their stuff catches fire from the barbecue and burns again. So like they just lost their
Wait,
home.
I feel like I almost saw this, dude.
It was the funniest thing ever. And Floyd Mayweather is in on it, but then when the fires happen, we're like we can't put this in. It's like it's too insensitive. So they pulled it, but it was supposed to be in the first episode. It was really funny, but
And Draymond Green was there.
yeah, he was in another one.
He's always fighting. He's always hitting white dudes all the time.
Is he? I don't know.
He used to be anyway. He might have gotten healed or whatever. He might have gotten saved.
I haven't heard it much about him hitting.
He was just
Caucasians.
hitting whites or off whites or whatever. He's hitting like mixed dudes. It was like mixed and down. It just seemed like a lot of times he wouldn't crack like a real solid black dude. Now I will say that, bro. And respect him, he's a champion, and he whooped my ass. But he definitely punched mixed and down. I think. But dude, that's so cool. What's Anthony Davis like? Does he have a big personality?
Yeah, he's dope. He's really fun. The reason we end up doing this because he was a guest on our show, and we did a bunch of stuff with him. And then he was like, "I love this." He's like, "I love this more than basketball." He's like, "This is what I really want to do."
What?
I swear to God, he's like, This is where I really wish I could do." And we're like, "Why don't we develop something together?" And then we did, and got picked up.
Foul Play.
Foul play.
That's awesome. So people can watch this on TBS?
Yeah, it's on every week now.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's great, bro.
Yeah, pretty
I'll
cool.
share something about it as soon as our show's over.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
We got that. We got, and I told you, I start filming Jokers again in 2 days. Season 13. Crazy.
So Minutia is the podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Podcast improv show.
I think it's like a talk show.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a talk show, and that's just going to be on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna pitch it. We're gonna, try to sell it, but
YouTube's great, though.
Yeah. We're doing YouTube.
It used to be like just on YouTube, but now you're like, it better be on YouTube.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's great. You're staying so busy. Do you feel kind of overwhelmed?
Yeah. I haven't. I had another kid since I saw you last. Yeah, so.
Dude, remember last time, dude?
Yo, man, yeah.
That
You know
was like
what,
a-
dude? I get talked to so much about my appearance on here last time, and the clip of me talking about my daughter.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty dope.
Let's
'cause
play
I
it.
hadn't.
I want to see it.
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to feel something today.
How
about this?
If
Let me
you
just-
remember, I
yeah.
hadn't spoken about anything in public prior to this. Your show now is like it's like news. It's the news media now. Like this is, this is
Yeah,
literally
two guys trying to decide if they have testicular.
Yeah, but it is, dude.
testicular
And
cancer.
I'm like, all right. So I was like, let's, I talked about it on my own terms with you. I felt comfortable. I'm like, you were like, you take it out if you want. Like, just leave it. Just put it out. I'm happy. And ever since then, it's been like a new thing for me because like. It's out in the open now. Now my new hour that I'm touring with, like I talk about my family, my kids. I never did that before.
Take
But,
me through some of that. Will you honestly just talk, like, honestly, Sal, like, just tell me, like, yeah, because I think there's probably parts in all of our lives where we're afraid to talk about something.
Yeah.
Or afraid to talk about it, and then it ends up being different on the other side. Because, yeah, I think you were, let's just, we'll take a peek at it really quick. We can always take this out.
I love the music in the background.
Yeah. I don't know why. Who put the... Damn, I'm crying. You should be crying, bro. That's good. That's good, man. Why do they put the music? Like, that was a little morose,
Yeah,
too.
it was. It felt like,
It felt like the beginning of Castlevania. Remember that game?
yeah, that's the music.
Yeah, it was like, come on, this guy's
Like
talking
on
about
the
his-
1-2 player screen, there's like in the beginning
with
there's
the
like
whip. The guy has the whip. That was
Yeah.
a gay player, dude.
Yeah.
That's like when a gay guy kind of gets trapped in like in a fucking at a Halloween party in New Jersey, dude. That's what Castlevania was, because it's just this dude just running around with a whip.
That wasn't like the most popular clip. What happened was a lot of parenting like accounts, like Instagram accounts, and then they picked that up, and inspirational accounts.
Oh, that's
and it
good.
was a different clip, and that it just went like so viral. And then because your show is like so big, like Us Weekly and
Did they really?
all those people and all that stuff picked it up. It's like Sal's secret wedding. And it's like, well, it wasn't really a secret. I just didn't like tell you guys I got married. It was like a secret wedding.
But that's kind of hot, though. It kind of makes it kind of hot for you and Francesca that it's just like, oh, it's a secret wedding.
Yeah.
That had some allure to it. Oh, and Practical Joker star Sal reveals he secretly got married and has a baby daughter. Bro, that makes you sound like a fucking rapper. Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But, dude, yeah.
I have a boy now, too.
No.
Yeah, the best, dude. It's the best.
Is he?
Yeah, he's so dope.
Oh.
He's awesome, man.
What's his name? Yes! Bro, if it would have been any other name, I would not have been excited. Dude, that's so cool, man.
Yeah.
But did it feel like I want to hear about him?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Just tell me, what do you love about? What is something that's just like?
You know what's so cool? It's like, I went through everything with my daughter, and then like, she's like 3.5 now. He's about 16 months, and like you, it goes so fast. It's so nice to get to do it over again. Because those moments that when they're that young are so fleeting. They change, they're growing so fast. They're like, it's a new thing all the time, and it goes lightning fast. And you try the best you can to savor it, but it's like it goes so fast. So then to just start from scratch again, and then like the first time, it's all firsts for you and the kid, right? So it's like you're processing all this stuff, and then so the second time you have like you have this foundation and an idea, and you know what to look for already. So you can kind of experience it in a different way. You just experience it like a little bit more. You're able to really absorb it because it's not like you're like a deer in the headlights. Or whatever
Oh,
all the
I
time.
see.
And so
It's
it's
like you're
really-
playing hot potato the whole time.
yeah, exactly. And it's like you just it's just really nice to those stages are the ones that parents are always like, oh, if I could have my kids back at that age again, So it was like nice to get like a double dip in there.
That's cool.
And just watch them grow, like interact and watch their relationship together build. Like the kids, there's nothing that's the when they're like sitting on the couch together, leaning on each other, just eating fruit, like, and he'll just crawl up on the couch and put his head on her shoulder while she's just like eating some fruit, and they just sit there like, and then you walk into the room and you see them just cuddling each other or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. There's like literally nothing close to this.
Oh, that's so
Nothing.
cute.
I get right in between them. They get on. It just, but if the best thing I could do is just have my kids in my lap, just holding them. Like just watching, like just. Yes,
I know I bet it's almost like I bet can't. I bet you it almost feels like you can't even let them know how much you love them.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
That's kind of a crazy thing if you think about it. That there's something inside of us, even just as humans, right? Where I couldn't even let you know how much I love you if I had. Like it's impossible for me to.
It's impossible. I don't know how to express it. Yeah.
And do you feel like that's probably a feeling for most parents?
It has to be. I think it's an innate feeling.
Right. So and I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I forget sometimes if I don't share what I'm feeling.
Sure, man.
So that to me just shows us how powerful love must be if we can't even. If like as human beings, just as like citizens in the world, we can't even if like the love that you would have for your child, you can't even express.
It can't be expressed.
It can't even express.
Although nothing will do it justice. There's no way to like actually encapsulate it.
It's pretty powerful because the other things you can express, a lot of other feelings like anger, hatred, like affection, or like look up some other feelings. Sorry.
Would you stop short of 3?
One of them was pretty.
You're like
gentle.
happy, mad. What else?
Confused, cranky. I mean, all these other things.
Oh, this is so cool. So I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
Sorry.
go on. You cut me off. But you get what I'm saying, though. That isn't it? It's crazy that we can't even. That love is such a powerful thing. It's bigger than us, even as humans, because we're not able to convey. You know what I'm saying? We can't.
Yeah, and
justice.
that is pinging in my heart at all times. Like, when you're like your heart melts. You know that feeling like sometimes just in the moment you see something or like whatever, and you're like your heart like melts a little bit. So what this is that like the melting feeling is constant.
Oh.
Yeah. So like just fully, it doesn't stop.
Walking around with a mop.
Yeah, dude, it just doesn't stop. It's like continually melting the whole time. If they're, I talked about something. If they're even in the room with me, just something changes. That's it. It's just, it's wow. But
yeah, I remember you saying that, dude. Yeah, it was just that was awesome to hear about.
And it's so cute to see them like see those. You just had up those color coded things. So my daughter, she goes to like occupational therapy, and she to learn about like how to process this stuff and her feelings. So they teach her this stuff, and so she knows all these color coded emotions. So when she comes home and she's having like because they're gonna have these like these. It's inevitable for them to when they grow up to have these like their tantrums and this that they have to work through all of this. It's not like you have a bad kid if they act out like they're gonna be crazy at 2 and 3 years old.
Right, because all these feelings are getting baked into them. It's
Their
the first time
brain's
they had
getting
them.
developed and they don't know how to
It's like the first time you get on a Lime scooter. You're just fucking taking that bitch.
That was like the first time I got on one. Yeah, it was like I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But she'll tell me like if she's like upset, she'll be like, "Dad, I'm in the blue zone right now." They call it the blue zone. She's like, "Dad, I'm in the blue zone right now." And I'm like, "You're upset?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm sad. I'm in the blue zone." She's like, I need to get to the green zone." Like, this is how she speaks to me. I'm like, "Let's do it. What do you need to get into that green zone? Let's do it." She's dope, man. They're like my little best friends.
Dude, that's so cool though. Also for a kid, even just to be able to just have instead of just having a feeling, have a thought about a feeling, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so it just
like,
adds so much more to you.
Yeah. It's unreal, really.
You're not just a victim of how you feel. There's a little bit more like, okay,
they start
let me
critical. Like they start thinking in a way that's just not just basic. It's like think about like at the end of the day, when she goes to bed, we always discuss the day. So we talk about like I'll sing her a song, and in the song I sing her every night, I made it up myself. Oh, just naturally it came out, and then I started adding verses to it, and now I sing this whole song. And the whole point about the song is I love you so much, you'll never know how much I love you. Like that's literally what it is. But then we talk about the day, and then I'll say like what were you most proud of today? So like she's 3, but to get her thinking like that, like not just like what'd you do today, but what were you the most proud of today. It positions her mind to think that way, and then like build our confidence of it. This stuff, like there's so much parenting stuff and psychology, child psychology, all that stuff. It's fascinating, and it's like it's the most important job you'll ever have.
Yeah.
So I like take it, like it's great to. It's hard, but it's like it's really fun to raise a human being. It's like it's an honor. Like it's a real honor.
Dude, that's pretty cool to be able to think about it like that.
Yeah.
Mornings can feel pretty stacked. Stacked in your favor. It starts with a fresh baked bagel, stacked with the freshest ingredients.
I'm here to tell you about a social app or atmosphere or website about that I really love, and it is Shopify. Shopify is hands down the best place to start and grow a business. Shopify makes it so just a small business can be a business for everybody, if you want it to. Shopify is the platform where you really own everything: your store, your community, your customers, and your data. That's what's most important. Shopify is the commerce platform where you don't have to build your business on borrowed land. With Shopify, they work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can just focus on your time with your therapist and your therapy goals. When life feels overwhelming, therapy can help. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Theo. That's betterhelp.com/Theo. Betterhelp.com/Theo. And do they ever, like, if they get in trouble, they're like, give me a punishment, Dad? Like, do they ever make you give them, like, something that's just
No,
like,
they're too young for that.
like, send me out into traffic or something?
No,
Put an earpiece
we
in my
don't do
ear.
punishments yet. Yeah. No, it's more about just managing, just managing their behavior. But it's like, yeah,
Yeah, they just like,
punish them.
what was it? But what was it like? So after you kind of shared that you had a family, you kind of had, that your family was growing, right? And sometimes, I know you had said like, and sometimes everybody, you want to keep certain things that are just your own life, right?
Yeah, that's tough. I'm private. I was always private. So once you give it away,
Did it feel different?
it felt like a weight lifted.
It did?
It did.
And has it been a positive thing? Or do you, or just
It's
like, yeah, has it been like, okay? Does it feel, because trying to also protect everything all the time is also kind of, it's a lot of
It is.
stress.
That took a lot. It took a lot to keep things to myself and not, not let things get out. And when I'm out in public with them, because everyone has a camera now and everything, you're always got this little like bird, like a worry, because I won't ever post my kids online. Like I want to shield them from that. But just it was just about protecting them. But people would chill with it. And like now that it's out there, it's like it feels like I could just freely talk about it. It feels good. Yeah, it feels good. It was like, I'm glad I did it. Yeah.
What was one of the tough experiences that you had with your first child? Was there like a time that would like, because like the other day, my buddy Kevin and his wife, they like, I think maybe their kid like ate like a little bit of guacamole or something.
And what happened? He's allergic?
I think his ears like swelled up or whatever.
Shit, dude, that's scary shit.
And then like shit, he's allergic to like Mexican shit or whatever, So that's like,
you never know.
but you don't want to run your kid into the hospital and sound racist, like, hey, I think he's allergic to like Mexican vegetables.
Well,
or
Mexican
whatever.
flavors.
Mexican flavors, yeah, that's what I meant. Aguacate stuff.
Yeah. I don't think
But-
that anyone would take it as like, a slight against any Mexican people.
But people are trying to look for an edge all the time.
They
you know?
are.
And
yeah.
I think
but
they
I would be sort of specified.
Yeah, me too. I'd be like, that's
It's
out
the
of,
ingredients. Like, it's not,
yeah.
They happen to be all Mexican cuisine, but I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
they happen to use it best.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think these have been bought from like maybe a Latin vendor. It could have been a Puerto Rican guy. Who knows? It could have been, yeah.
That's the craziest thing, though. Like when they,
But yeah,
if
anyway,
they get hurt or something like that.
So they ran him in, yeah. But they're like, they don't know what's going on. You're like, Max ears are swollen up. He's allergic to watching La Bamba or whatever. And I'm like, I don't think that's the problem.
Richie Valens.
But anyway, yeah. But anyway, what I'm saying is, sorry, what is wrong with me? Why can't I say what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that it threw my buddy for like it was crazy. I saw him like it was like he was so freaked out.
Dude, I sometimes they'll fall, like hit their mouth and start bleeding or something. When you see blood on your kid, it's like, oh, and you have to be like so chill. You have to dictate the tone so they don't, so they
Is that
understand.
true?
Yeah, I mean that's the best way to do it, to keep them even tempered, and like they're gonna reflect your energy, and they're gonna react the way you teach them to react to something. So you always got to try and play it even keeled and like not make a big thing of stuff like that, so that they're able to handle situations themselves better, you know. But it is nuts, dude. Like, one time I was like trying to cut my son's nails. Like, you know, you got to clip that, like, they don't stay still. And dude, I clipped a little piece of the end of his finger, like, and he started just bleeding everywhere. Dude, I didn't know what I was gonna do with myself after that. I was like, and then one time he
It's like what
walked.
Van Gogh did to his brother.
He did.
Yeah. He clipped, I think he might have cut his ear off or something. Never mind.
Van Gogh cut his own ear off, but I didn't know he clipped anything on
he
his
did?
brother. So maybe everyone in the family was missing something. Yeah. Dude, did you know Pablo Picasso died like a couple of years ago?
You see that clip?
Yeah, I did.
One of our friends told
it
it was
Liz?
Gary Gary.
Vita was with me this week.
It was.
It was Vita? Okay.
I think it
I
was
was
Gary
talking with him.
Viter.
He's the one who told me. Yeah, we were talking in the car actually. He's like, dude,
Bring it up. Let's bring that clip up.
I mean, it was 50 years ago, but like I thought Picasso was like from the 18th. And he told me, we're in the car. He's like, do you know this? And I was like, no. He's like, dude, he was like alive when we were born.
Yeah, I think part of it is. Did you know that Picasso probably ate at Outback Steakhouse? You're like, that's insane.
Right. I never put that together. Yeah.
Oh yes, it's Joe List. Sorry, my bad.
You guys know this. Pablo Picasso, you know when he died? He died in 1973. Did you know that? I thought he died in 1380. I almost shit. 1973. Picasso had a car. Is that unbelievable? Pablo Picasso was driving around Spain in like a Honda Civic listening to Black Sabbath on the radio.
That's crazy.
Ozzy Osbourne and Pablo Picasso were working at the same time. He saw 6 Super Bowls. I thought he looked next to a black suit. The guy's like,
Oh, List is the best.
That's good. Yeah, dude, he's so great. He was in a great movie that Louis made too, man.
Yes.
Shout out Joe List. That movie was great. They did a good job. Such talented guys. That was a great bit.
I got something. So I want to try and find these people. Maybe this saying it here can help me. All right. I got this. I got a story for you.
Yeah.
This last night, we talked about this last night. Just came out. And it was a story that I forgot about, and I'm like, I'll talk to Theo about it. Maybe I could get. So in 1995, I was at the Salvation Army with my buddy Joe, and we found a VHS cassette, right? And it was like a home one, not like a movie like you buy, like a a home, like a blank.
Okay.
I had a label on it, and it said Amy and Stu Shankman's wedding.
Oh.
And it was, I'm going to maybe get the exact date wrong, but let's say it said like November 25th, 1995. It said November 25th, 1985.
Okay.
Right? It said Stu and Amy Shankman's wedding, November 25th, 1985. That day that we picked it up was November 25th, 1995. So I found this blank cassette of this people's wedding on their 10-year anniversary. Now, back then, if you had your wedding taped on VHS, that's where it was. That's it. Like, that was the copy.
Yeah.
And this was handwritten. So it's like, I think they accidentally got rid of they don't have their wedding video. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So Amy and Stu Shankman do not have their wedding video.
Right. And we picked it up on the exact, we were like, holy shit, 50 cents. We bought it. We went home and watched their whole wedding. Right. It's amazing. It's a wedding from 1985. It's a Jewish wedding from 1985. The best man, this little short guy, Yamaka, he does his in his best man speech. He raps. I swear to God. And I'll know. I mean, at this point, I've watched it.
Was it Beastie Boys he was rapping? What was he
Dozens
doing?
of times. No, he raps his own rap.
Oh.
And this is the part. I know because I watched it. He's like, ha, so he's jumping up and down, and he's like, ha, 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 ha. We're gonna party tonight. We're gonna jump up and down. It's never gonna end. This was the rap. So it's an amazing wedding. I swear to God, it's an amazing wedding. And I watch it over the years. I've had people over. We put it on. I watch it. This, and that. About maybe 5 years after that, I'm at my friend Joe. We're in a gas station. He's getting gas in his car, and he's like, Sal. And I'm like, what? He goes, look at that car right there. And there's a car that's like pulling out of the gas station. He's like, look in the car. Who do you think that is? And I look and I go, is that fucking Stu Shankman? I don't know this guy from a hole in the wall.
Right.
He's like, I think it's Stu Shankman. So I'm like, oh shit, and he pulled out, and my friend had to finish paying the gas, and we jumped in the car, peeled out, and tried to follow him.
Yeah.
And we lost him.
Oh.
Okay. So fast forward.
I hate losing people.
I especially in a chase.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
I never gave. I have this wedding video. I still have it.
You have a piece of their life. You have a piece of one of the greatest moments of their life.
Yeah, right. So about 2 years ago, I'm like, we gotta find these people.
Searching for Stu Shankman.
Yes, and we got to see if like what's. I gotta get them this video. So my friend found his brother or something on Facebook and confirmed. Like we were like, who knows if they're dead, if they're still together, what's going on? So he reached out. He said that he told them we got at a thrift store. We found their wedding video in 1995. Like I've had their wedding video for 31 years.
Oh.
I have it. For 31 years, I've had their wedding video. They've been married. This will be their 41st anniversary this year. Their brother's like, they're still alive and together. I swear to God. He's like, this is insane. You got to, like, yes, so let's broker this.
Yeah.
So I had the idea a couple of years ago when I was developing a TV show. And so this was an idea for one episode of this TV show where I, like, do things like this. And so that's when we decided to reach out. Anyway, I didn't finish developing the show, and I kind of forgot about him. And I thought of it last night, and I brought it up, and I was like, oh, shit. In his brother's eyes, we contacted him. We're like, yo, we have their wedding video, and we want to get it to you. And then we went radio silent again. He's like, why do these people do this to me and my family? So I'm like, I gotta remember, I gotta find them, and I want to get in their video. So I feel like if anyone that knows, I think they were originally from Staten Island. And so Stu and Amy Shankman. And I have your wedding video for the last 31 years, and I want to give it to you. I did digitize a copy of it myself because when I thought I was gonna give it back, I was like, I won't share it with anyone, but I know it's also a piece of me now.
It's fine, it's fate.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
so I have it. So
yeah, we gotta find. You gotta search him for the Shankmans, dude, because there's something special about that. I know. I used to know a guy named Alex Shankman. I knew a couple Shankmans.
Oh, I know a Shankman too, actually.
There was an agent I knew. I think it was.
I actually know a Shankman.
I knew a Shankman.
I don't think they're related, but I know you just remind me. I think he's like a choreographer.
Yeah, there's a lot of Shankmans out there.
Is there a famous Shankman choreographer?
Especially in Hollywood.
Adam Shankman. Adam Shankman.
I didn't know Adam.
I just realized for the first time I know a Shankman.
The Shankman.
Yeah.
Hey, you know a Shankman? Yeah. Dude, that's wild.
So I hope I find them.
Well, I hope that you find them also. Stu and Amy, the guy's been holding you, loving, the guy's been watching you. One of the greatest moments of your life. Dude,
I know.
In his spare time on the L train or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
that's right, yeah.
Dude, do you think there's really something, could be a cool show out there to make or create? People say this shit all the time, but of like something about finding old things on VHS and then
like found footage. Yeah,
dude, I worked with this one comedian. There had been like one of those Nigerian scams that had happened to his grandmother, and they'd taken a lot of her money, right?
Okay.
You know those things that email you.
Yeah, the prince
like I'm trapped in a petting zoo in Nigeria or something. They won't let me out or whatever.
Sure.
Send the money. So to get him back, he started doing these things where he would send them videos of things, and he said, "If you do, I need you to do reenactments of this, and then I'll pay you for it." But instead, he would just have them do the reenactment, and then he would just post the video online, right?
No.
But the best part was, what he would send him scenes from Seinfeld, right? So he would send like scenes from Seinfeld to like some people in Africa, like in just a random village, and they would reenact the scenes.
No.
Yeah, and he had all these amazing.
You got to be kidding me.
He had all these amazing video clips, dude.
Oh my God! Of an African village reenacting like Master of My Domain.
Yes. Or the parking one, like they had all these different ones that he was reenacting. It was pretty great, dude. And so eventually it healed him. He's like, okay, at a certain point we're kind of even, you know. But dude, because comedians can hold some grudges over the years. But yeah, I've always been a little bit of a collector. You find something, you save it. You're like, maybe I'm supposed to have
You told me one time, I don't know if you remember this, you told me one time, I in hindsight now, I realized you were probably joking, but you were like, yeah, I have a marble notebook with the name of every person I've ever slept with in it.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm like,
shit.
get out of here. He's like, I'm like,
A marble notebook?
You said you had a notebook. I remember in my head, I projected it was like a mead, you know, like a school notebook. You were like, yeah, and I written it down my whole life, and I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And you're like, no, I know the exact number of people I've slept with.
Really?
Yeah. So you were fucking with me, I'm sure, but
I was always kind of a documenter of things.
the number, and I remember the number you said.
Do?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because it's really funny.
Okay.
It's really funny.
This is the only part I can't believe that I would say something like this, but I want to hear it.
You want to know what you told
Yeah.
me? You said I had every single name. I never missed a name, and I was like, you know the exact number you slept with. You said, yeah. I'm like, how many? He said about 1,050.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then you're like, I'm not good at it, but it was 1,050, which is like, and I was hysterical laughing.
That's
like,
insane.
I was like, no one is. I mean, it's like Will Chamberlain.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. Yeah. I don't even know it was me, but I believe that I could have said this.
You told me this.
Oh, I did? Good. Good.
Oh shit.
I'm glad that at least I was.
You don't have a. I mean, your real number is not anywhere close to that. That's crazy
No,
talk.
that's insane. Oh, dude, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah.
I've always like.
1,050 is.
But
It's the perfect Theo
it's
answer.
really the perfect number to say, dude,
Yeah.
because it's like to go over 1,000 and
Which
then get
is-
50.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
1,008.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when I was growing up, they had this kid, his brother had slept with like 12 women or something. And people were fucking losing their minds in our town.
Yeah, 'cause
people were cutting down trees and fucking tickling people they shouldn't touch and shit like that.
Shit like that'll affect you.
Oh, dude,
When
yeah,
you know
when you hear
when you have like when you're of an age where no one's got that kind of number yet, or maybe everyone's a virgin.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then one kid's like, I've slept with 12 people. You're just like, I gotta know all
Well,
about.
here we go.
Yeah.
Warren, there's nothing. Yeah, then my life means nothing. You know, I'm working at Baskin Robbins or whatever, and some guy slept with 12 people.
12 people,
I
it's
should
wild.
be in Hades,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was hectic, dude. Dude, I was the worst at sex. Let's look at high activity lifestyle. For a person averaging one new partner per week, it would take approximately 20 years to reach 1,050 partners. So yeah, I lied. I lied, bro. Dude, there was some years where I wouldn't even get involved in any sex. I was so fucking bad at it.
You were bad at it, so you've come a long way.
I've come a long way, dude. Yeah, I think, well, for one,
Are you a generous lover? Yeah.
no.
No. Okay.
I'm not, dude. I'm like that. For me, I realized this the other day. I'm in recovery meeting for everything. So I was in one the other day, and people talk about this kind of stuff a lot, and like intimacy disorders, shit like that, right? Like I'm out here. I'm basically like I'm like a crash test dummy. That's what I realized. Like other people are like living a life, and I am basically a crash test dummy out here.
Why do you feel that way?
Just because it's like I feel like I'm never gonna figure out some of these parts, and I'm just gonna be almost this like experiment that kind of happens, you know? And
Right.
like I realized I thought of loving. It was like it felt like it's like an altercation you get in. It has the same energy.
Of like a session,
Like a
an
fight.
intimate session.
Yeah, intimate session has like a sexual session has like
It's a little bit of a battle.
yeah, it's a fight. Not like physically like it's a fight,
Right.
but just like the same amount of nervous energy that's in a fight.
Sure.
That's the energy that I take into like a sexual,
right.
sexual encounter. So like if you see me if we're hooking up and I just keep kind of ducking or dodging, or if I duck off into the corner and have some guy I barely know rub Neosporin on my cheeks or whatever, and put a thing of ice on the back of my neck or whatever.
You have a corner man.
Yeah, just know I'm doing the best that I can.
Just plugging your nose up.
Yeah. Dude, if some guy is fucking putting a cotton swab up my nose. But dude, yeah, I had so much nervous energy around women, bro.
Yeah.
So that was crazy, dude.
I love when they do like in a UFC fight or like a boxing match, whatever, when they cut to the corner, right? And it's like, you know, you hear everything that the corner guys say and the trainer say. It's always like wildly inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this motherfucker, bro. You're gonna fuck him up, man. This and then he's like, you stick your move. But then you're like home watching a fight with like, or you're somewhere and it's like, you just don't expect to hear like, this guy's a motherfucking bitch, bro.
Yeah, you know his mother passed away 2 months ago, huh?
Yeah. I'm always like, oh shit.
Yeah,
It's
like you learning shit. You're
Yeah.
like, damn, you know, his cousin has asthma. Hit this little pussy.
yeah,
You know? Like,
they said he'll be like, don't be a fucking pussy. Bro. I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa.
I know.
It's
you're
real
like,
in the corner. It gets
yeah,
real.
But it's really just sounds like that's what makes anybody think they could be a corner. Also,
Yeah.
some of those behaviors.
Yeah. I could say that.
Because it doesn't feel like there's a lot of real instruction coming over there.
So yeah, sometimes you hear someone give really good pointers, and then you go to the other corner, and they're just like, "All right, bro," and you're like, "What is this guy doing?"
Yeah, they're saying nothing.
They're saying nothing to the guy.
I know.
Yeah.
That is pretty wild, dude. But yes, intermittent, bro. Some of that shit, I was like, you know, those fainting goats. Shit gets going too much, and they just faint?
go over. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, you hit like a thing, and
Oh yeah, I hit like about 30 volts
You
or
get
whatever.
stiff?
Yeah,
It's like,
bro. I hit about.
yo, what sound does a goat make?
Let me try it.
They even have a sheep though. Does a goat and a sheep make the same noise?
I think goats are more curious, so I think it's more like. No, let me try it.
Really?
No, that's more like a.
But what does the sheep do then? So it's the same thing.
No, sheep. That goat's.
Sheep's bad.
Oh yeah, sheep's bad.
But then a goat is bad.
Bad.
No? Am I crazy?
Bad.
I don't know this. I don't know the difference.
Bad.
Is a sheep? A sheep's not a goat.
A gay goat's just like bagger.
That stupid street joke. What does a gay horse eat? Hey.
That was the best.
It's so stupid.
Dude, some jokes like that were the best,
I know,
bro.
I know.
Getting to laugh is the best, man. That's the best thing, bro. Getting to laugh. The fact, one thing I will say, bro, about certain moments of life, like I've just been grateful that God has put me around people that are just make me laugh.
Yeah, our friends are the funniest people in the world. It's crazy.
It's
It
crazy.
really is. Yo, so I struggle on stage. Sometimes I think about this. Like, I'm really in the moment on stage when I'm on stage, and I like to laugh, and so like I laugh, throughout my set a lot. Then sometimes I'm like, like I don't think of it. It's just me being me. But like then a lot of times I'm like, I don't want to laugh. Like I don't want it to be like I'm laughing at my own stuff, but I really am in the moment having a good time. But I'm like, I don't want that to come across as a crutch. So sometimes I'll be like, all right, today consciously when you do like this hour, do not laugh, and just see how it plays. Like don't laugh, just like kind of keep,
Yeah.
and see how it plays differently with like do you like, are you in the moment when you're on stage? Do you laugh at your own? Will you laugh and like just have fun in the moment? Or are you like kind of like keep it like this persona of like, because when you like tell your stories and stuff, you have you have a certain energy and vibe the way you do it.
Yeah.
But do you ever like just get like, do you think about that on stage?
I
like,
do.
So you like consciously won't laugh, or like will you just like laugh?
I'd like to laugh more. I used to think, like, especially when I was coming up in comedy, you hear about all these things that are kind of crutches.
You
Like
don't want to. Yeah.
some people write their notes and be like, well, that's a crutch. And it's like, well,
Right.
that's a crutch. Well, also, how about this? Somebody's getting up in front of you and trying to make a room full of people laugh.
Right.
I don't care if they're on crutches, 8 crutches. I don't
right.
care if there's one person in 2 wheelchairs.
right.
Let them, if there's things that help them, I think it's okay.
Yeah. Well,
And
I don't
like to
want to
laugh.
say I'm not doing it as a crutch. What I'm saying is like I naturally laugh.
Yeah.
And so I have to fight my natural instinct.
Don't ever fight your laugh, dude.
Yeah,
Your laugh is one that warms people. It's like it's extra you,
Sure,
and
sure.
so that I think is a gift. And I think some of these people, they've gotten to know some of us in our lives, and they may feel happy that we're in a room laughing,
Sure.
just like they are,
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
the
I mean,
crazy
I'm
thing
having
is,
a good time.
Yeah, you're
I
having a
don't
good time.
wanna-
I say laugh, dude. I notice and I'll even be conscious of it sometimes, like, oh, this set's not going that great in the beginning, and sometimes I'll be like, dude, it's because you're not having fun.
Yes.
So
dude.
let myself
That
have
shit
fun.
translates. Yes.
And let me be the person that's saying the jokes. Really, sometimes I'll try to almost transpose myself and pretend like I'm just sitting there laughing at the jokes.
Right.
And then just almost like, I don't know. Because the person I always wanted, I wanted to be the person sitting there laughing. But to me, I've always had like, sometimes there's like a chip on my shoulder, some type of shit growing
Right.
up, this, that,
Yeah.
And so I was always like, or being judgmental, whatever. So you end up on the other end of the thing. I'm going to be the guy who's being a part of making the laughter.
Right.
But either way, I'm happy to be involved in the laughter. And I think it's okay if you laugh with a crutch. Or some people say it's a crutch. I don't. I find it, especially as I get older, if I get a chance to laugh.
Yeah, but I think that's what I'm saying. Like,
Sorry, that was
make
a
it-
lot of shit to say.
No, I think just making the distinction of like I'm on stage having a good time, like not with intent. Like some people will laugh.
1,050 is crazy.
It's
though,
crazy.
dude.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to say.
I thought about it ever since you told me.
Did you really?
Yeah, I retain the knowledge.
Bro, you know how scary it would be if one woman came over to my house every week to hook up? That would fucking make me fucking so paranoid.
It sounded crazy to me when you said it.
Bro, if I knew that every week some gal was coming over for sex, dude, I would fucking have to keep moving.
It's off-putting.
Yes, you're like, oh
It's
my.
too much.
It's too much. The schedule's too insane.
It's too much, man.
Yeah,
that's a lot hanging over your head, man. Every week.
Oh,
I get anxiety thinking about that.
and hearing them peel off in disappointment too. Hearing the gravel.
They leave in a hurry.
Yeah, and you don't even have gravel. They're so pissed they went and bought gravel and put it under their tires.
I love that. Every time someone leaves your house after sex, they peel out of here.
Yeah, dude, bro. My fucking uncle, he was supposed to get gravel, and he actually got a bunch of like fish, whatever that stuff that goes to the bottom of
The
a
pellets?
Yeah, fish, fish
Fish
whatever.
food?
Yeah, no, like the fish.
Koi?
Yeah, nah, shit that goes in a fish.
Oh, the fish gravel.
Yeah.
Fish tank gravel.
Yeah, he got fish tank gravel, dude.
Yeah.
And his wife was so pissed, but it was irreturnable, bro. And dude, they fought about that shit. But hearing people fight over, yeah, and your fucking fish gravel. You and your fucking fish gravel, James.
Yeah.
Just hearing shit hearing terms like that. You and your shitty little fish gravel.
Yeah. Fighting over gravel.
Yeah, just
Fish gravel.
hearing any people fight over gravel, just God, that's the kind of shit that keeps me going.
I had a fish. My niece, you know when they have like the fair at school, like the
Yes.
festival.
And they give those fish that are about to die, they give them to children.
Oh, that's fun. It's messed up. Yeah. You throw like a ping pong ball in a cup, and then they send the kid home with a bag of fish, and like these fish are just dying. Yeah. And so my niece brought home a fish, and I knew this shit was gonna die. Because like when I did it when I was a kid, I could never keep a fish alive because I didn't have a setup. I'd come home, put the fish in a bowl, and then not really understand it needs a filter and it needs to be aerated, and then the fish would eventually die. I'd feed it like bread, you know, and then it would die. One time, I brought a fish home, and I was like, I don't know if I've ever told this story, but like I brought a fish home from school, and I was like, I knew that the previous fish had died, and I thought it because they didn't have bubbles, which. In my head, I was like, it needs bubbles. I didn't think it needed like air.
Right.
It needs bubbles. So I got home. My mom wasn't home yet. So I put a big salad bowl. I put the fish in it, and I got a straw. And I was going to tell my mom we have to go to the thing to buy the fish store to buy the stuff so this fish survives. But I needed to bridge the gap till she got home. So I took a straw, and for like 3 hours, I blew into the bowl. But I was blowing carbon dioxide into the bowl, and I killed the fish immediately. So the fish died within hours because I was just hitting it with CO2 out of my mouth. So my niece brought this fish home years later. I'm like, I'm not going to let this happen again. I went and got the setup, and I ended up having this fish for 7 years. And then I moved. The fish came with me. And then one day, the fish was dead. And out of nowhere, though. It like died out of nowhere.
And no reason?
No, I just cleaned the tank. It was a very healthy fish. And I think there was foul play. I really do think so.
No way.
I think someone put because I tested the pH balance. I would do all that shit.
Yeah.
And then after I cleaned it, and then like I had people over, and then it was dead. And then I think it was like someone like poured something in the tank. Then I didn't want to flush the fish because I had a 7-year relationship with the fish.
Oh yeah.
And so I didn't want to flush it. So I was going to bury it. I might have told this, but I was going to bury it, but I didn't want to bury it in the yard because it was summer and I didn't want it to decompose and smell. So I wrapped it in tin foil. I put it in my freezer. And that was like, that's closing in on. It's 15 to 20 years ago, and I never got rid of the fish.
It's still with
I
you?
have a frozen goldfish in my freezer for over 15 years. That fish is still in my freezer right now, and I moved 3 times and I took it with me.
What?
Yes, I had to put him in like on ice and like
Moving is hard on everyone.
It is hard on everyone. I have the fish.
Oh my God.
I have a
dude.
dead fish for over 15 years in my freezer right now.
You know it's in your freezer.
Know exactly where it is in my freezer.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is, man.
I took it out on Hey Babe one time. I took it out for the first time. I never unwrapped it in all 15 years, and we opened it on Hey Babe, and it was tough. It was a goldfish, but it lost a lot of its gold. It was like a pale gold, and like the eyes were kind of gone.
Oh.
I guess over time, in the freezer.
God takes the gold back or whatever.
Yeah.
But what? There you are, right there.
That's COVID. You could tell, right?
Yeah,
I
you look very rabbinical right there as well, dude. Oh my God, bro! It definitely has like a Michael Jackson tint to it. Kinda. It's crazy.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I can see just a little bit of it there. Yeah, show me that. Oh, yeah. Dude, you know, oh my God, wow.
Yeah, the poor fish.
Oh, it's cool. What was its name?
I didn't name it, and because that was another thing. Every fish I had prior, I named died, so I called him Fish for 7 years.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I at least like the fact you took on a new strategy to keep him alive.
yeah. I was trying everything I could, and we had 7 nice years. He used to eat out of my hand. Yeah, I don't know if it was really because we had a bond. I think they would just do that anyway, but I like to think it was because we got close.
And how do you do it? You put your hand in there?
I put my hand right in. I like hold the flake and put it in, and it would just come out.
You're lying.
No, I swear. It's really not
Wow.
that big a deal, I don't think.
I think it is. It's like a drive-through for. I feel like it's like going to a drive-through.
It felt like a trick. It felt like I had a like a, you know how they like a flea circus or something?
Yeah.
It felt like I had a fish that did tricks.
Well, dude, we had the Acrocats lady. She came on here once.
What is that?
This lady, she's been traveling around the
Oh,
country
the
for like,
Acrocats.
for like 20 years or something, and she should drive the tour bus that the cats were in. A tour bus.
No.
Yes, that the cats were in. And I'm paraphrasing a little bit here, but one of the toughest shows that she had, one of the tough experiences, she's on the road somewhere. Somebody had left a window open, maybe from smoking or a cigarette or something.
No.
And Tuna, the lead cat, gets out.
No way.
Yeah,
And she lost the cat?
couldn't find it.
No way.
And the show must go on. She had like 3 hours before. So like there's another cat. I can't-
Tuna's understudy.
Yeah, Tuna's understudy or whatever. I don't even
Chicken
remember.
salad.
Yeah, it was just like tilapia or something was the understudy.
Yo, that's crazy.
He's got to come in, and he's always, he's Italian. So he's got to come in doing his tilapia shit, like
his big break.
yeah,
It's like
so
Tuna.
Yeah, dude. But
They might have taken Tuna out. She thinks Tuna got away, but they might have been foul play there. That's crazy too, because Tuna was a star, and once he leaves and he goes into the open road like that, everyone he passes has no idea who he is, and that's a star cat amongst you.
it's almost like a story from the Bible when they didn't know who Jesus was.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing, bro. Yeah, I wonder what his cloud is like out in the wilderness, though. And other animals are like, oh, shit, that's tuna, cut.
That's Tuna.
Damn, that's tuna?
Working out on the street.
Like, dang, bro, tuna out here, bro.
Tuna out here.
Damn, he real like that. He in the trenches, cut. Like,
Where's the
damn, tuna outside, cut.
Tuna got out.
But, dude,
Tuna's not about that life anymore.
tuna is not, yeah, bro. Tuna changed,
What was
man.
the last pet you had? You have a pet now? No, you can't have a pet now.
No, I
We're
never.
on the road too much, right?
Yeah, I plan to get a dog.
Yeah.
And this has been a slow feeling for me, but I plan to get a dog and maybe a cat if I can get a wife. And not if. One day I'll get a wife and I'm gonna have a family, but I would like to get a dog and cat. And it doesn't all have to happen together or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think if I don't get married or something, then maybe I'll get a dog and cat and maybe something else. I wouldn't mind getting a couple horses probably.
Oh, wow. You ride horses?
I wouldn't ride them, but I would go over by them.
Yeah. You go next to them, talk to them.
Yeah, it'd be like
Brush
that.
them.
Brush them, clean them.
Let me ask you a question. If I see a horse
Mhm.
that's not in the wild, it's got on horseshoes? Every horse in captivity has on horseshoes?
That's a good question. Or is it just
Yeah.
like parade horses and horses that are like going out on the town or whatever? I'm
Right.
not sure. Look it up. That's a great question. This guy I know, Mr. Mike, is a farrier. And
What is a farrier?
A farrier is the guy that comes in and puts the shoes on the horse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's called a farrier?
Trims the toenails and everything. I got stuck on farrier talk for a while, and dude, half my feed was farriers.
No
dude.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's what they were called. I thought they were like cobblers or something.
No. I think cobblers is for shoeing humans and farriers is for shoeing. I don't know if it's just for animals. No, not all horses need shoes. Whether a horse requires shoes depends on factors like workload, hoof health, genetics, and terrain.
I can see how hoof health would be a factor.
I mean,
You got a pair of weak hooves, you need protection.
oh, dude, if my feet are real tender, I want them bitches on.
Yeah. Also, you want that clippity clop. You know, I don't know if you get a clippity clop
Let me
without
get that
without the shoe.
Dude, you telling me a kind of thick,
They're
kind
like
of
tap dancing.
a thick horse from Atlanta ain't fucking pulling up with that clippity clop
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about those really? What are the Coca-Cola horses like at Christmas?
Crosdale.
Clydesdales. Clydesdales. Yeah, that's a clippity clop right there.
That horse, you're like, dude, when that horse shows up, bro,
Yeah.
some people salute it.
I would salute it.
You're like,
Yeah.
that's interesting to have that between man and
Do you have
and person.
confidence in your salute?
Yeah,
I did a show for the Naval Academy recently, and they asked me to take a picture of the man salute. And you see salutes in like movies and really in life, but like I feel like there's a way they do it that like it looks like it's just you just do this, but I don't know if this is right. Like some of them do that, or like like
that's
is,
fine.
is there a proper way to salute? Like, are we saluting the right way right now, or is it like I got nervous because I was like, I don't want to insult these people and salute the wrong way. Like you tuck your finger in. Like it was. What are you doing with the salute?
That's a good question.
And they do it like you know when some of those guys like whoosh, like it's like super like locked in like
The Koreans
like,
do that.
really like they do.
Yeah.
Position of attention, so my hands are to my side, arms are straight down. When I raise my hand to salute, it's gonna be flat. Hands not like thumbs not tucked underneath my hand, and like kind of stuff. So we're raising it up, and then because I'm wearing headgear, my index finger is gonna come to the edge of my headgear. Arms at a 45-degree angle, hands slightly canted down, not facing up, not facing down. No, just like
Not
this.
this.
I get my greeting, and then I drop my salute. Now, that is how it's like for wearing headgear. If I was wearing something like maybe no headgear or maybe the beret, but because I have glasses, then it has to come up to the edge of my glasses. If I was wearing the beret or maybe even no headgear,
There's a lot
and
of
I also
rules.
don't wear glasses, then it would come to the edge of my eyebrow. So it depends.
He's like, if
Headgear,
you're wearing
glasses, all
braces, if
that.
you were, you know, if you're
He's like, if you have a scrunchie in or whatever.
if the scrunchy one's the best because you put it in the bag, you're like, hey,
You're like, hey.
yeah. Um,
Yeah, I was
That's a good
self-conscious.
question.
I've always been self-conscious about my salute.
um,
You ever ride a horse bareback? That's probably fun.
I
That
have.
takes skill right there.
somebody got a horse
I would
somehow
never do
by
that.
us one time, and we got on that bitch,
Yeah,
and we did pretty good. We didn't do good.
bareback though.
Yeah, bareback. We tried to get a saddle or something. Somebody put like a thing like that. Nobody had a saddle. We shouldn't have this horse. They had a corner, like a fair that was near us, and I think when it kind of gotten away from the fair, somebody brought it down there.
Yeah,
Being down there drinking with like the carnies and stuff the night before, and so they kept it by this dude, Mr. Ernie's house, and we went over there and we were all getting on it and shit. It was pretty friendly. When I think in hindsight, it could have been really dangerous.
I almost died on a horse.
You did?
Yeah, on a class trip in like 8th grade, they put me on a horse that started like full rodeoing.
Who put you on a horse?
The dude ranch that we went to for the trip. They put me on a horse, and this horse, I'm in 8th, 7th, 8th grade. I have no horse experience whatsoever. I get on the horse. The horse is bucking, jumping up and down, kicking and bucking.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around like everyone's there. All the other students are on horses that are just sitting,
Right.
like just chilling.
And
And then the cowboys are there, and they didn't even react quickly. Like they were like, I was like looking at them, and they were looking at me. I would basically like when the rodeo thing opens and the horse is like,
Oh yeah.
like that's what this fucking horse was doing.
A lot of
You know,
horses don't prefer Italians. I'll say that.
Yeah, it is. Whatever.
No judgment.
A lot of children are allergic to Mexican stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like
but,
avocados.
yeah, avocados. No. But I remember it wasn't like like the rodeo, but it was enough for like an 8th grader to be terrified. And I'm like looking at these guys like, is anyone gonna step in at all? And the guy was just like, and I remember being like, help. I finally just said help. And then the guy was like, all right, just calm down. I'm like, this is how you treat a 12-year-old? You can tell me to calm down? I'm gonna be thrown from this horse, like. And then they got me off that horse, and they gave me the most senior citizen horse they had.
Yeah.
Like the back was like slumped inward.
Yeah.
And then I got on that horse. The horse walked up to a tree and started eating the leaves, and then didn't leave. And like everyone went on the trail, and that horse wouldn't leave the tree and just ate the I just stood there on the horse like.
Yours was like rosemary or something. Yours had
It was like a glue stick.
yours had a brooch on.
Yeah, but I would never get on a horse bareback.
Dang, dude, that's wild,
yeah.
bro. Yeah, horses. I think they're probably the most. They're the best animal that we have until we come out with a new animal, like until they catch a dragon or make something.
Yeah.
We did have a neighbor. My friend William had a fish, and I remember and when it died, and they went and buried it at the Long John Silver's in like the flower bed outside of there. I remember.
Well, that's an interesting choice.
Remember that restaurant?
Yeah, of course. But it's a seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's a little bit
It was like the closest thing I think people thought. Like,
yeah. Well, it's nice that they had the flower bed.
yeah, like bringing back with this community, like just outside of the parking medians, they had a little bit of like, kind of semi-designed foliage right there.
Yeah, that's always nice. A little extra touch.
But I remember his dad took us over there, and we put it there and did like a prayer or something. I think we might have saluted too.
Yeah, salute that fish.
We don't even know, dude. Yeah, you had to salute that thing. Shout out LJS, bro.
I feel like horses are like they're on a lot of like romance novel covers. Like bareback horse riding is exotic. I feel like.
It's also mythological. I think
Yeah.
the things that will happen to your body. You want to talk about checking yourself for testicular cancer?
But like a nude woman on a horse bareback.
yeah,
that's
that was
very
the thing,
exotic,
bro.
right?
Yeah, because I think you think of the stallion and like I'm gonna be the stallion. I'm I'm
Yeah.
gonna sleep with 1,050 women. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah, I would take notice if a woman rode by like topless on bareback on a horse. I would probably pay attention. I would probably follow the part because it's very interesting.
Yeah,
I wouldn't just like let that go by. I would be
I'd
like,
wanna
I'm
see
gonna
it.
find out where this is gonna end up.
I'd want to see what would happen, dude. Did you see? Speaking of mythological things, did you see that Artemis space shuttle went to the moon? Do you think that really happened or not? Let's take a gander at it.
I think it happened. I mean,
Because people are very weary now. Well, first let me start. Do you think the first moon landing happened?
I do.
Because bring up the shuttle. Bring up the picture of the shuttle. I'm sure you've looked at the shuttle and been like,
Yeah, but I also like when you look at these things, and sometimes I'm like, maybe I could be convinced otherwise. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy that we haven't gone back. We went there now, and didn't we just drive around it? We didn't get off, right?
yeah, they just went for like a look-see or whatever.
Yeah, that's wild. I would never, ever, ever, no matter what you could do, I would never go into space. Never.
Which one of the Jokers do you think would go into space if they had to go?
Probably Murr. I don't think he has. I don't think he really.
Yeah, just say it.
He's crazy like that.
He's got it.
Yeah, he'd go up there. I wouldn't, but I think that he's always looking for something new. Yeah. Imagine what they must have felt like. I just saw that movie, that new Ryan Gosling movie. Like it's like he goes into space.
Well, all they do is take beautiful men and put them out into space, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of these movies, it's Matt Damon, it's Ryan Gosling, it's Steven Tyler. They just take these good-looking guys and they
What's his name? Well, right, all right.
Oh yeah, McConaughey went to space.
Interstellar, right?
That's when you know Hollywood's like, this guy's good-looking enough.
Yeah.
We'll take him and show him off to the other planets.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I can't even imagine.
try to pick up a new market. You know,
Yeah. Go out. I mean, I would be.
But look at that,
terrified, bro.
Yeah, I'd be terrified too, dude, if I went to space in a lifeguard tower from Santa Monica Beach.
That's it.
Yeah.
That looks. Yeah.
Look at it. Can you zoom on it?
It looks like a toy, like a transformer or something.
Bro.
Yeah, that doesn't look like it. I don't have confidence
Bro,
in that.
come on, dude. That's not even a fucking food truck, bro.
That looks flimsy, bro. Those little like legs and stuff. Like, how do you get up there and be like, man, I would feel like the existential threat of the universe on my shoulders. Like,
dude, they didn't even put horseshoes on it, dude. That thing is. Look at the legs of it.
Can you imagine being up there alone and see? This is the thing too. Like, they went up there, they did a couple of loop-de-loops, but then that doesn't necessarily mean like coming back is hard.
Yeah,
it's risky coming back. So like you're signing up. I'm sorry, like none of those people can say for certainty that they I wonder what the odds were that it could go south.
Yeah.
Like I bet you it wasn't like 99%. Like I bet you it was like, all right, it's like 70-30. Like you might explode on the way home.
Right.
Well, that's crazy, dude.
Big risk.
Do you imagine me coming home and see Earth and you're like, all right, like and then it goes. Dude, when I was a kid, we watched the Challenger live at school. You know, we all watched it and we watched it live and it fucking blew up. And it was like, the teacher, everyone just started crying. We were like, what? We trying to wrap our head around. I was like 3rd grade or something, trying to wrap my head around the fact that like there was a school teacher in there and then it just blew up. Remember this on live television?
Yeah.
That's wild.
There was a pet. Wasn't there also a puppy in there?
Was there?
I thought that they sent a puppy in there.
Wow.
I can't believe that we even did this right now. To me, it just feels like it's funny. We can't send help into Gaza, but we can send the Artemis 2 to go circle around the moon.
Wow.
Like that to me is like.
What was the purpose of the mission? Do you know?
It's a great question. Let's look it up.
It wasn't just to like.
And I'm sorry, there was no live animal on the Space Shuttle Challenger during the final flight in 1986.
God bless those people and their families.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I know, man. Can you imagine? Let's have a moment of that. Can you imagine that? Like, we're sending like, because you could probably get in. Like, let me be honest with you. If they pick some people to go to space right now, right?
Yeah.
And Murr gets sick or whatever, something happened to him. He gets in a
didn't
loss.
happen with me. I wouldn't even go like out of this little, just right above the atmosphere. I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't do that. Katy Perry went to space. Did she? I don't know. I read yesterday she went to space.
People said that they went to space, but that shit was it was very like, That was very sketchy. Like waving at people. There was like friends coming up to the edge. It was like, this isn't in space. Like that.
Would you
shit
go?
was-
Would you go?
I don't know. We're fucking this planet up so much. We don't need to be exporting whatever we're doing.
I don't
right
need
now.
to. I don't believe we belong on a rocket.
Yes, right now.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I still getting more. I'm still getting used to flying
Yeah.
in planes.
Well, do you know what I do think though? Oh, this is a good question. Let's answer this for people. The Artemis mission are NASA's current program to return humans to the moon and use it as a stepping stone for future trips to Mars.
We're
Dude,
not
when
going to
you-
inhabit another planet. We're not going to. You can't.
But
So
dude,
why are we going up there? I guess I guess we're.
but that's I don't like that shit when somebody's like, "Hey, I want to come visit you," but really they're just staying overnight so they can go visit somebody else further away. I don't like
Oh,
some
I
of
don't
that
know
shit.
if I've ever thought about that.
Well, that's what we're doing. It says
Right.
carry out the moon to Mars strategy, land astronauts on the moon. We're basically using the moon for a place to relax for a little while. Establish a sustainable long-term human presence on the moon rather than just short-term flags and footprints visit like the Apollo. Dog, some of this shit. Flags and Footprints also was the name of the all-male dance team at Covington High School when I was there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
They were state champs.
Yeah. But who's
but
gonna
dude-
go? How do you? Okay, let's say
But
we
what did
get to
they
the
do?
point. Right, we
Okay,
get to
sorry.
the point.
I interrupt you.
No,
Go
no,
on.
no. I'm saying let's say we get to the point where people are like, all right, we're ready to move up there. It's like, okay, how many? Who's going up there first with what? Like, what are you going up there with some 2x4s? Like, you got to build a brick and mortar. Like, you got to build a house. You got to have some type of currency. You got to have like a bank, a restaurant. Like, who's going up there building that stuff? Like, you need enough, and then you need enough people. Like, I don't understand. How many people do you need to inhabit the moon at the exact same time to make it a thing where people live there and go about their daily lives there? Like, what's it going to be like? Or is it just going to be like prehistoric at first? You like signing up to go up there and live in a tent and like just live off the land and have no entertainment? Like,
You
what do
mean like that thing they do in the desert every year? What is it?
like Burning Man?
Like Burning Man?
Yeah, it's like what? How do
No,
you properly inhabit? Like, you know?
Brother, this is for the elites, Sal.
Yeah.
This is for the elites. You know, they're not bringing a couple giggle monkeys like us up there. This
Right.
is for the elites. I think this is like they're planning to do like they can't do an Epstein's Island anymore. I think they're looking for like Epstein's Orb. You know,
Right,
we're
right.
gonna find a place where we can really be nasty out here.
Yeah, it's like maritime law out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're in international water.
Right,
You're
right.
in international air.
Yeah.
So I think that, like, I don't know, there is a big part of me, dude, that, and there's a big part of me that questions this, doesn't believe it, it questions it. Like,
You don't think we went?
I don't know if we went. I do believe, but one, they're trying to distract us from a lot of the horrible things that are going on in the world right now that we're a part of.
Sure.
So I do think that there's some of that because there's a lot of these weird things. Like one lady's mother gets kidnapped, they can't find her, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But they can tell you where your DoorDash order is missing and where it's been or whatever.
Right.
But you can't find one lady.
That's wild that she's
yeah,
still.
but she disappears from a porch. You got nothing.
Right. But we're gonna move to the moon.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move to the moon. So yeah, I think there's like some of it's that. It's like, oh, we need a trip to the moon. That'll get people excited. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
something to distract us.
The pictures look crazy though. You saw the pictures of Earth?
I have seen them. Bring some of them up.
That's why it's wild. It's like
But I think, yeah, it could be that maybe something is. Do you ever start to worry that something is going to happen to Earth and that's why there's like, I mean, because it seems like a weird time to send some people out to look at the moon. Do you agree?
I think anytime. I don't know if there's ever a right time. I mean, I guess I agree with you. I'm always thinking something's gonna happen.
I think maybe right after Christmas or something, you send a couple guys out.
They always have those. They always have those things where it's like those predictions from like Aristotle, like it's like or no, like they predicted in the future.
Like
What's that guy?
Nostradamus?
Nostradamus, yeah. And it's like, have they come true?
That's a good question, dude. Oh, these are some of the photos? I mean, bro, it's pretty wild that we're out here like that. And, dude, you're telling me this shit. Hold on. You're telling me the best we can do is some guy takes this with his thumb in front of the thing? That's the kind of shit that makes me feel like, I know it makes
I
it
would have deleted that one. I would have deleted that one. You know, like
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. I can't imagine seeing that with my own eyes, though. That's wild.
And then the moon, bro. That bitch is vibey, though. She's mixed.
Yeah.
She's mixed for sure, dude. Oh, look at that. I don't know, dude. I mean, I think
Who wants to live there? It's just.
I don't know. It looks like. I don't know. Maybe.
You ever do zero gravity? Like you ever do that floating around like the space?
No, I've never done it. Have you?
No, my buddy did it. He said it's one of the craziest things he's ever felt in his life. I'm just flying in this room right now. Like if you just stood up and if you pushed yourself off this chair and just started floating over there,
Just went like
that's
that.
gotta be wild.
As long as I make that sound while I float. If I don't make that sound, bro, I don't believe it.
I want to do that. I would really want to do that. Like to at least feel that sensation.
I wonder if, dude, I can't even imagine like some of the imagine like the children. I mean, this is kind of sad, but I don't mean it in like a real sad way. I guess I just mean it in some curiosity of emotion. Like your parent or your brother or something is like going up to the moon at that time. Because the Challenger, like, was it headed to the moon? It's a great question, huh? Where was it headed?
I feel like yes, because where else would it be going?
Bro, they were blasting people out into whatever. It would be like, they were just trying to get like shoot extra scenes for Air Bud up there. They were doing all kinds of shit. The space shuttle was designed as a low Earth orbit space truck and did not have the engine power or fuel capacity to reach the moon.
Okay.
No, the Challenger was not headed to the moon. The shuttle mission that tragically ended in a disaster was scheduled for a 6-day mission in orbit around Earth to deploy a communications satellite and study Halley's Comet. Dang.
Okay. Wow.
And imagine how excited you must have been. I wonder if they were scared before. Is there any interviews of those people right before they left?
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Just to also kind of honor them a little bit. What date did that happen as well, Trevin? Do you know?
80. I feel like it was like mid 86. Yeah.
Wow. 86, so we're coming up on a 40-year anniversary of it.
First ordinary citizen. I mean, are you expected to be the ordinary speaker who's out there?
That was a year after Amy and Stu Shankman got married.
That was what?
2 months after Amy and Stu Shankman got married.
Okay, this is Krista McAuliffe.
The teaching profession and students and the whole country is really going to benefit from this. We hopefully are going to know an awful lot more about what life is like aboard the shuttle.
Cold coffee. Sounds like she's from Rhode Island. A little bit. Where was she from?
Yeah, you were right.
That's pretty close.
Isn't that close? That's really close.
Yeah.
Still close.
Close enough.
Yeah. Rhode Island, yeah, it's right there.
She reminded me of the lady. It was like cold coffee, iced coffee. You seen that lady? I think we talked about this before. You haven't?
No.
Bring up the lady at the Dunkin' Donuts that burned down. Sorry. I mean, this is the problem with the internet, dude. We're trying to pay homage to Krista McAuliffe. And then bring up that, Dunkin' Donuts. You seen this? You haven't?
No.
With my boy Dutch. Dude, you never seen this?
No.
This is, hold on, I got to tell the lore of it. Jim Norton put us on this. And this is carried on now for like almost 10 years. When a Dunkin' Donuts burned down in Shamokin.
Coffee shop in Shamokin is closed following an arson over the weekend. Police say a teenager is responsible for all that damage. News Watch 16's Nikki Krise joins us live from the Central Pennsylvania newsroom with more tonight. Nikki?
Julie, a lot of people in Shamokin are upset that Dunkin' Donuts is closed because they didn't have anywhere else to go for coffee and donuts. Today we also learned new information about the teenage girl
real?
police charged with setting the place on fire. Yellow tape surrounds the Dunkin' Donuts on West Sunbury Street in Shamokin. The popular donut shop is closed until further notice because of extensive fire damage.
There's a lot of people that's definitely gonna miss it, no doubt about it.
A teenager is charged with starting a fire inside the restaurant on Saturday night. Shamokin police officer Ray Psycho says no one was hurt, but the place has extensive damage. Psycho says the fire was started inside the women's bathroom. The toilet paper dispenser was lit on fire, and within about a minute, the entire place was filled up with smoke.
It feels fake.
The mother did explain that she's recently been put on new medication.
Ray Psycho.
For what reason? We're unsure.
Like a
The 13-year-old who admitted to setting the fire is currently at a juvenile detention
They're showing
center.
blurred pictures of
Many
them?
people who live in
This is the
Shamokin
best
are
thing to
upset
swallow.
that Dunkin' Donuts is closed.
Now I have to rely on myself to go to maybe a Turkey Hill or something where I don't like their donuts. I rather the donuts at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm kind of dealing with it, but I really miss Dunkin' Donuts.
I go there every day.
Oh, this guy's the best, oh boy. This is my boy Dutch Smith right here, bro.
Chicken bacon croissant, where I get some coffee, Powerade if I'm dehydrated. I sit there all the time. If I have any like legal work that I need to do, I go there. I meet with my attorney there.
Legal work? Did you say legal work?
I sit there all the time. If I have any like legal work that I need to do, I go there. I meet with my attorneys there.
I'm gonna miss that place.
And then this is a lady, and Jim Norton dressed up like this lady for Halloween.
No, did he?
Yeah, 1 year, which was the best thing I've ever seen. I hope he does it again, allegedly. And but let's start at the beginning of her again.
I'm gonna miss that place when if it don't open up. Yeah, a lot of my friends go in there, get the cold coffee, the iced coffee, I guess it's called.
People miss their...
Yeah, there you go.
Oh
The
my
cold coffee.
gosh, dude.
But when she said coffee, it reminded me a little bit of McCall.
What's her face?
Yeah. Oh, and go look at the comments on there. Is there any great comments on their Google reviews? There's gotta be.
Oh, so funny. Went for a donut place, burned down.
No, I said that.
No, I'm saying 2 stars.
Here we go. Not open due to being set on fire, but otherwise a classy place to hydrate, or so I'm told. That's Nicholas Sority right there. Now I have to rely on myself to go to maybe a Turkey Hill where I don't like their donuts, or I'd rather the donuts at Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm kind of dealing with it, but I really miss Dunkin' Donuts. Shout out Felix Huertao. Oh, it's the best, dude.
Dude, you said Air Bud before. It made me think, like, there was so many dog movies when I was growing up. So many dog celebrities, right? There was
Rin
like
Tin Tin?
Rin Tin Tin, right? You had the Chihuahua, are there any
The
more?
Taco Bell Chihuahua.
Yeah, what happened?
Remember him?
The Taco Bell, say it again?
The Taco Bell Chihuahua. You don't remember him?
I remember him. I brought him up.
Turner and Hooch?
Dude, what happened to Dog Hollywood? What happened to Dog Hollywood? Lassie, Benji, Cujo, Clifford, Air Bud, Spuds McKenzie. It was all these dogs like big dog personalities.
Yep. Heathcliff, Snoopy.
Yeah, there's
the
more.
other ones.
Yeah, there's more.
There's more. All Dogs Go to Heaven. There was a lot.
Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch.
But I'm saying, like, they were like big, bankable dog stars.
Right.
You don't see that much anymore.
That's a great point. Yeah, I wonder what happened. Why are there no more animal stars in Hollywood? Animal stars are disappearing from Hollywood primarily due to the rise of sophisticated CGI and AI. I don't know if I feel like that's true, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it's not the same. You don't need to, you know what I mean?
Right, people know the love of a dog. They want that.
Yeah,
you can't
want
replace it.
Right, yeah. I think we're primed and ready for our next big dog star, probably.
Imagine the tour he would go on.
Is Air Bud still doing this?
I don't know. I know I read the other day that they're going to get, that some dogs can now live longer based on some new medicines that they're giving them. They can live a lot longer.
Really?
And some people were happy about it, and some people apparently were not. They were only expecting their dog to live for so long.
Well, I want a dog, but I can't get one right now. I got to wait till, like, I stop touring so much and the kids are little. But, like, I want a dog, but one of the reasons I'm hesitant is because, like, you're really signing yourself up for a heartache in, like, 10 to 12 years or something. You know, like, my dogs all died 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 14 years. You know.
Oh yeah, bro.
I mean, if that's a real thing, like, is that a real? If they're giving them medicine or whatever to help live longer,
yeah,
I'll buy into that.
Yeah, will you look that up for me? Hamsters and grandparents. So it's like how children learn about death a lot of times. You know, in a sad way.
Yeah.
It's like you need that element to teach your kid, to give your kid a gateway to death or whatever, like a way to see it. But they had Sounder. That was a huge movie. Remember that? They had Old Yeller.
Old Yeller, that's another one.
That was a huge
Old
movie.
Yeller, yes.
That was a huge movie.
Yeah, that was massive. That was back in the little prairie house on the prairie times.
A San Francisco biotech company, Loyal, is developing drugs aimed at extending dogs' healthy lifespans by lowering high levels of the hormone IGF-1, which accelerates aging in larger dogs. The leading candidates, including the Daily Pill, LOY002. The drugs work by reducing levels of insulin-like growth factor 1, a hormone that drives rapid growth in young dogs but contributes to faster aging and shorter lifespan in larger mature dogs.
I thought you would BSing me.
Oh no, I just saw some information about this the other day that was really interesting. What else was in the news that was something that was kind of worth discussing? I don't know if we want to go down too many heavy roads. Oh, has there been something your children have wanted to ask for that you had to say no? Like, or is there like a tough parenting thing that you kind of like?
Yeah.
Like, just tell me what some of that's like. Give me something from like the parenting world because I'm just curious about it.
Yeah. My daughter went through a sleep regression recently. So like
sleep what?
Regression.
Okay.
So like she sleep through the night fine, but then they start developing. Their brain starts developing. They start having dreams, and and they get a little more like they start to understand stuff more. So like we'd watch like Home Alone all the time, right? She loved Home Alone. And she just saw it at face value. She loved it. She knew what was going on. Like she was 2, and she like got everything. She got a little older, and then out of nowhere, even though she watched Home Alone like 50 times, she like started to get scared from it, from Marv and Harry. Yeah. Right. So one day, like she kept saying like in the car, she'd be like, "Dad, are Marv and Harry following us?" Like out of nowhere one day, and I'm like, "No, they're not. Are Marv and Harry after us?"
Oh, that's
and
scary.
I'm like, "Babe, they're not after us at all. They're after Kevin's toys." Like trying to make it,
Oh yeah.
All right, but are they gonna come for me? I'm like, no. Marv and Harry are fun. They just after Kevin's toys. Kevin's gonna put them through the ringer. It's all good. And then like in the middle of the night, she'd be like, Dad, I'm scared. Come upstairs. And I would come, and she'd be like, are Marv and Harry coming? And I'm like, my wife's like, you shouldn't have made her watch Home Alone. I'm like, she loved it. It wasn't until recently that she started getting scared. You know what I mean?
Sal.
But she'll call and be like, so you can't go up there. You have to go up there. Like this is what got really hard. Like going up there, like. They're always testing the limits of what they can control and not control and pushing boundaries. So that's the whole few years. It's like they're pushing boundaries. So they try to see what they can get over on you. Like, so if they want you to come upstairs and they cry and that brings you upstairs, they know that they're going to get you upstairs every time. You have to break that habit. You have to like, so there's times where it's like, she's like crying and be like, Dad, please come upstairs. And I'm like downstairs and like, you can't go up, and it's the worst feeling because you want to run as soon as she's like,
but it's a trap.
It's a trap, but also she's cunning. Like she'll say shit that she knows is gonna tug at my heartstrings. I'd have to ignore her crying, and she'll start saying stuff like, Dad, please, Dad, I need you, I miss you, like
right. The ship is leaving the shore. Just things that she's seen.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm like literally like downstairs, like she doesn't see me, but I'm like right under the door. Me and my wife are sitting there, and I'm just like, I got tears in my eyes. I'm just like, I need to go. You can't. It's tough. It's tough.
So parenting, you gotta really like. I guess you have to be the dad. Sometimes you have to be the leader, huh? And sometimes you want to just be the buddy.
I want them to be able to they want to sleep. She'll be like, please, can I come sleep with you guys? I wanted her to do that so bad, but like. We can't do it because like it opens up, then it's like,
Oh yeah.
But I know families that sleep, that all the kids sleep in the bed and that's that. But like it could be tough. Like if we have work and travel a lot and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, if you're not Little House on the Prairie, then that's kind of like back then. Yeah, you need it for warmth and stuff, and it's like that.
Yeah. But I want to do it, but I've so far we haven't done it because I just feel like I don't want to start bad habits, But.
And is it tough with with your wife to debate on what are good habits and bad habits? Like is it, or do you guys communicate?
Yeah, we're on the same page. It's pretty straightforward, But it's you want kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time. You should have kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
you want
kids.
them. If you do, if you want kids, have kids.
I think I do. I mean, I think the most you can get to is I think I want them. I like. Nobody's like, if you're like yelling in the park or whatever, I want kids, you're going to go to jail, or you're going to get elected. But if you're just like, But so I think the safest thing I say is, I think I would really like to have kids. I'll have to have a spouse that is like, we can go down that road together. And then, some of it, I think it's like, if that's going to be part of God, if God wants that for me in my life, and if I'm willing to set my life up enough where it's a possibility, because God, I don't think he would bless me with children if it wasn't like a safest environment either,
Sure, I think you should do it. I always tell you that.
But yeah, I would like to have. I think more and more, I would like to have that.
Yeah.
I would like to have the chance to love something that's different and have like a new different type of like connection in the world, you know, just to experience what connections there are, because I'm sure it's like totally different. I mean, last time you were saying just how different it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it, especially if you want them, because there's nothing better. You'll feel so fulfilled, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll feel so fulfilled.
And I want probably 6 or 5 kids, bro.
I know. It's like when you start having it, you'll see. You'll see like you want as many as possible. That's why people just keep having them. Dude, in the old days, man, people had them with reckless abandon.
Bro, people would have a kid. They'd be like, oh, where's my
dozen
kid?
kids.
They'd
They would
be
have
at the
a dozen
store. They
kids.
would leave a kid. They'd have to come back. Hey, we left a kid in your shelf or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Some
They
kids
had
in the
so-
freezer.
so-
He's just like, yeah.
People used to have kids back in the day, so many kids that like some of them would just like
perish,
and then they was just like, we lost a couple of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Albert stayed
we
in.
still have 10 of them, but we lost a couple.
Yeah, Albert stayed in Mankato. We hadn't seen him. You know,
yeah.
He stayed in
wandered off, and we hope he's all right.
I know he wandered off from Rochester. Yeah, look, he had a bag of food with him. You know, you're like, that's crazy.
I don't know how you focused on. You had how many siblings you got?
I just had 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 total.
Okay.
What'd you have?
Besides me, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun amount.
Yeah. So you're a family. You had 4 of you guys
Yeah.
still together. Yeah.
If you could go back and be a kid, what's one moment you would go back to when you're a child? Was there like a birthday party or a time, or like it could just be a general. It doesn't have to be specific either.
Yeah.
Like, what was like the funnest holiday you guys had or something? Was there one that was just
Going to my grandma would host Christmas, and like all the cousins would come over, and that was fun because she had like this really old house that was a 2-family with a big basement and a big old attic. Yeah. And we all used to go up in the attic and cause like hijinks and hide and shit. And like I just like that. Those days were the best days, where you could just like run around the house playing hide and seek and like feel like it was the best thing that ever happened to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just not all this bullshit. Like you didn't know anything yet. It was just about playing, hanging out. You know.
I know. The world, yeah. It seems like it should be able to be such a simpler world, doesn't it? That's the thing that I think gets me a lot. It's like
go hang out in the woods.
Yeah.
Like when I was young, there was like it was so much less like underdeveloped.
Oh,
and there was
yeah.
just like
Woods
patches of
everywhere.
woods everywhere.
Oh, there was Native American shit. You'd have a guy that chiseled a fucking couple tits into a birch tree or whatever. You'd have somebody, there was like a grave somewhere. Somebody just
Chisel a couple of tits into
had
a
just
birch tree.
buried somebody. Like the woods used to be crazy, bro. Because
Yeah.
you'd see some guy been living there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There'd be some pornography or
Pornography,
whatever.
yeah, always.
Somebody buried pornography, but they'd draw like an arrow. It's like, hey,
Yeah,
pornography.
you can't-
So they didn't forget where it was. It was like, dude.
That's where I saw my first porn mag was in the woods.
Oh, everybody, which is crazy, bro. But you're right there with nature, dude. Oh, dude, I remember the first time I masturbated, bro. I didn't even know what was gonna happen with like your body.
Right.
And I remember like something kind of came outside of my body, and I remember trying to put it back into my penis with my finger.
Yeah.
And I heard my mom like downstairs, and I was like trying to get it all back in
Before
dude.
she, yeah.
Oh. So yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that's-
like,
you
yeah.
know,
So obviously, yeah, I had a lot of intimacy issues over the years, bro. Oh, let's get this question. Let's get this answer in, dude. Early 1800s. Let me see. Over the past 3 centuries, the average number of children per woman in most of the world has declined sharply, roughly from 5 to 7 kids per woman in the early 1800s, to 2.25 per kids per woman today in many countries.
I think it's even less than that now.
Yeah.
I think I read something where they said like people are having the least amount of kids that in history right now.
Maybe there'll be a rebirth of it, Maybe there'll be something new that happens. Do you feel like, I feel like, I didn't want to get into like heavy stuff today, but there's just like, it feels like it's a tough time in the world for a lot of people.
Dude, you imagine like Octomom? You have 8 babies in your stomach. You give birth to 8 babies at the same exact time.
That's dark shit. Look at that thing she had on her, bro. It's like whenever you ever see that spider that's got the big thing on it, like it's pregnant.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. Like, imagine you have no kids and then you have 8 kids.
Yeah. Oh.
She already had like 5 kids.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, I just watched a documentary.
How do you give the time you need to each of these kids? Yo, what do you do when you want people like they like, guess what? Twins, and they're like, oh my God, 2, how are we gonna do this? Like 8? Bro, 8?
Yeah.
How do you even what's the first thing you do when there's 8 2-day-old babies?
Yeah, what's the first thing
It's like
you
they're like
do?
Tamagotchis. Like you literally just have to
check the batteries on all of them.
Holy shit.
Dude, get you some iced coffee, cold coffee, iced coffee.
You have a Tamagotchi? You
No,
know what
I never
that
had
is?
one.
Do you remember that?
Oh, I do remember them,
Yeah.
and it didn't hit us super hard. Our family.
I was a little older. But
We weren't into like a lot of the Asian kind of stuff that much. We was like doing Hulk Hogan type of shit. Dude, I remember I had to do a roast of the Nadia Suleiman, who was the Octomom.
Did you have to?
Who had 8 children, who was kind of a celebrity for a while. Or not a celebrity. I mean, everybody's kind of a celebrity these days, but she was like kind of in the limelight or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
For that. Yeah.
You roasted her?
We had a roaster. And dude, I remember I got there and I thought it'd be fun and everything. And you get there and you're like, oh, there's part of it that feels really mean.
Oh, really? Do you remember any of the jokes?
I mean, they were some of them were probably good and some of them were probably not good.
What scenario was she being? Why was she being roasted?
It was just the Ha Ha Comedy Cafe over there in
in
you've
LA?
been over there, yeah, in Burbank.
Yeah.
Or it's kind of off Burbank, it's off Lankershim, I think. But yeah, Jack Jr., his family over there, it's their club. It's a great spot. And,
Yeah, I've done some spots.
Yeah. And so, but they had the roast of her there, and it was just other people were on the dais or the
Yeah.
docket or whatever, and it just like it was interesting, it was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
But it was also like there was a moment you're like, oh, this is me, because they're sitting right there, and you think like
the kids were there.
Oh,
okay.
Bro,
it's like 8 kids just staring at you, rip on them.
That'd be crazy, bro.
She was there.
She was
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But it was just kind of a lot, bro. And I couldn't tell if she was trying to flirt or whatever. And I was like, I'm getting out of here, you know?
Yeah, you can't even. You need to wear 2 condoms.
Oh, I wouldn't even sneeze.
God forbid.
You can't even sneeze. I wouldn't even let an eyelash fall out around her.
The next thing you know, you have 8 children.
Oh. And blessings to her children. Let's get a gander at them. I want to see them. And who knows? Now she may, you know, I can't imagine what that's like. No way. Updated look.
Oh,
at
is
the
that them
Octom.
now? Do they all look like?
Wow, they look healthy and good.
Yeah, they look like they all. Like they look like they weren't one of 8.
Yeah.
They look like they were their own.
Imagine how that's got to be to break out of like, you know.
Well, I mean, how much could they have weighed when they were born? Yeah, you got 8 kids in there.
You got 8 kids. I would guess how much they weighed. Let's guess, and we'll wager whoever wins.
What's the prize?
I don't know. Do something for like moon research or whatever. $30 towards moon research.
Towards moon research.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
So it's probably going to end up just somehow going to Israel, but we'll call it moon research.
I think you got to size 8. If there were 5, there's no way she could be.
This is a good game show question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, right? There's no way she could be walking around with. The average kid when they're born is like 6-7 pounds, right?
Yep.
So there's no way she's walking around with 50 pounds of kids in there.
Right, yeah, that's a lot. Now look at you can get a gander at her right there when she got that front really launched. And that thing,
that is crazy. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say they were about. I think I'd be 3.5 pounds each, something like
Okay,
that.
you going 3.5? I'm gonna go. Yeah, 3.15.
That's still crazy. That's still 20-something pounds a kid in there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's crazy.
But,
Never mind.
but they can't be much less than 3 pounds.
I'm going 2.2.
All right, 2.2, which means for 8 kids, she was still hauling around 17 pounds.
Yeah, 17 pounds.
17
a
pounds.
kid.
That's 2.2 is a small kid. Well, does it? Can we find out?
3.4. Oh,
no way.
On the Suleiman octuplets before octuplets, born on January 26, 2009, weighed between 1 pound 8 ounces and 3 pounds 4 ounces. Oh, so some of them.
Whoa. That's double the other kid.
Yeah.
A 1 pound 8 ounce kid is wild, bro. That's wild. When were they born? 2009. That's about 24 years after Amy and Stu Shankman got married.
Hey, yeah, God bless the Shankmans, and we wish them million more years. If you ever get to meet with them, man, I want to see the tape of you guys meeting up together. So you got Manoush, your new show.
Manoush is in the show, and Foul Play.
Foul Play
With
is on now
Anthony
on
Davis.
TBS. People
Yes.
can check it out with Anthony Davis, and he's in every episode.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
He's in every and all of the athletes and stars and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm on tour. SalVolcanoComedy.com for tickets. got up to June announced, but I'm gonna be doing all of Canada in October, and then I'm gonna be doing UK and Europe in 27. Yeah. And then probably come back around and get the last few cities I haven't gotten to here. Maybe film this next special, maybe in Boston or something like that.
I love Boston.
Yeah.
Do you think your family will go hit the road with you?
I'm gonna try to maybe take them out to the UK.
Yeah.
Visit Ari out there and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So that should be fun. And then and then what else? I guess Jokers will be out starting July. It'll be season 13. It's crazy.
Well, you guys can find everything. We'll share all the links, man, and we'll share everything for you, dude. And Sal, thanks for coming and just spending time with us. And
of course, man. Thanks for having me. I love you.
It's kind of cool. I love you too, man. And thanks for just telling us about the Shankmans and just.
Let's find them. I can't wait. Yeah, I gotta look. You're gonna help me find them. Man.
Amy and Stu, the Shankmans, they're looking for you. All right, blessings, bro. Thank you so much.
You got it, baby.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take.
Oh, already teaching them to customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
No. Math.
Quick question. How old were you when you got your first social media account? Some people are just now learning about.
My God, I got to get a haircut before a hunter shoots me. This is a lot. I want to say just a message just to thank everybody for showing up, who was able to show up and check out Bus Boys in the movie theaters this weekend. It means a lot. You know, we had just so many people that showed up and did something on social media or showed some love. There was a guy who went by, he got to the theater, he was the only person there, and so he sat in there with his shirt off and watched it, which is pretty cool. My friend Richie, he's like, dude, I hadn't been to a movie in 8 years, and he went over there by himself and watched. And I know that was a lot of people who I got messages from. My friend Betsy, my teachers from growing up, just so many people, family, and you guys, who are my family also. And yeah, just the support. I just felt supported, and it felt a little spooky to try and do it, like to do something you hadn't done, like, and have everybody see it, like I'm gonna be a Olympic diver or whatever, and then everybody shows up for your first dive, kind of shit. So anyway, that might be a bad correlation, but yeah, just thank you so much, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate that your support, and I hope that in our lifetime that I can return the favor. Thank you. And if you haven't gotten to see it, busboysmovie.com, it's expanding to more theaters, I believe, and so you can check it out there. And if not, it'll be somewhere where you can watch it online after that. And yeah, thank you so much. Also, Lexington, Kentucky, the home of Paul Revere, baby. I'm coming back for 3 shows, one on Friday, May 1st, and then 2 shows on Saturday, May 2nd. That's the return of the Rat Tour, and I think that's the end. That'll be the end of it. I hope to see you there. You can get tickets only at theovon.com/TOUR. Gang, gang, baby. Buzz, buzz, baby. It's springtime. You know, I talk about springtime a lot. You know, because it's a time kind of for something new. And the bees, you see them bees out there. And them bees, baby, them things, I saw a bee the other day because they're out there pollinating. And they're pollinating, bro. And that's when they're basically, you know what I'm saying? They out there, they listening to Cardi B. They're out there. They're on spring break, baby. When they're pollinating, they're on spring break. They're out there. I saw one bee fly right out of one flower and just right into another. Didn't even wash his hands after being in the first one. I said, that's a lot for me. You know? And he just went one right into the next one. Just cheating on a tulip with a daffodil. He didn't even, And I could see he kind of stopped on the edge of the tulip. He's like, yeah, I'm going to call you. I'm going to holler at you. You know, I'm going to get at you. I got to go to work or something. And then he kind of buzzed one way and then bam. And he was laid up with a couple daffodils over there, boy. Because bees, they don't, you know, they just trying to get their rocks off out there. That's the truth. But we need them. We need bees out there. You know, I ain't trying to be a snitch, but I saw a bee and a wasp running a little two-man over there with a couple bougainvilleas. You know, and them billies was booging, homie. I mean, shorty had some petals on her. You know what I'm saying, gang? I'm upstairs. But yeah, the springtime, man. I like the springtime. I like it because it just gives me a reminder just that there's something new can happen. That there's a refresh. You know, that there's possibility. There's, you know, just that something new can happen. And I really like that. I like the springtime. And that's how I feel about it. And we went over to Supercross. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to Supercross. You know, because there's, you know, we all know there's the cross, and that's what Jesus died on, and that's the most popular one. But, you know, and a decent ways down from that, but still out there is Supercross. And that, you know, I didn't know anything about Supercross. I don't know if you know anything about it. But if you don't know anything about it, then that's how I am. Then we're the same because I didn't know anything about it, bro. But those bikes, man, I went to Nissan Stadium. And Nissan Stadium, I thought you go in there, it's just a bunch of Nissans trying to, you know, looking for a place to park, or a bunch of Asian dudes with a bunch of tricked out Nissans in there. You know? Because Nissan is Asian. People don't realize that. People think it's just a word that doesn't even mean anything, but it's Nissan. Yeah, that's Asian, bro. And so I thought it was gonna be like that, but the bikes, man, the bikes are just and then they had one little gay biker kind of pad by. He'd be like, hey. The engine, it's like, you'd hear like, and then a little gay biker would be like, ooh, who wants to come over to my place or whatever. Be like, damn, that bike, they got that thing tuned hot. That thing's coming in hot, boy. He just wants mechanics to come over and help, but that bike was just like, bro, ooh, my engine's broken. That's a trap, baby. Bees in a trap. That thing's a trap. So they got they kind of bait that bike gets put in because you got the other bikes just. One guy broke his whole neck, leg, everything. He broke everything he had. He'd already broke, I think, his neck or something. They'd taken part of his leg, he said, and put it in his neck. And I'm like, damn, this bitch out here leg necking. And then I think he cracked that bitch on one of the turns, man. But it's intense out there. Oh, hey, who wants to talk? You know, who wants to talk behind the gas tank? You know, but anyway, a lot of different engines out there. But it was fascinating. And you know, and the bikes that they use, the motorbikes, they're bitching, man. Them bikes are bitching. And I didn't think I would like a dirt bike. Because first of all, it's got dirt on it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody tried to get you involved with selling you another item, and they say, hey, you want this dirt shirt, or whatever, you want this dirt baby carriage, you know what I'm saying? You want these dirt tits, you're going to say, nah, man, miss me with that. But a dirt bike, it just, I don't know. It broke the mold, I'll say that. Because if you look at the food, you know, what's it called when like a lion eats a dolphin or whatever, the
food chain.
When you look at the food chain of transportation, you don't think about a dirt bike. Mostly when you think of transportation, you start at the top. You think fighter jet, plane, tank, truck, car, skateboard, piggyback. I guess that's a mode of transportation, kind of. Yeah, it won't get you far, you know, but you'll be better off than the guy you riding on when you pull up, you know. Then it goes dirt bike, hitchhiking, and just wishing you were somewhere else. And that's the echelons of transportation right there. But one thing I also loved about Supercross is they brought in 26 million pounds of dirt for the event. So when they made all the triangles, that's what it is. When they made all those dirt triangles, they had 26 million pounds of dirt. So that's just incredible. And I said to the guy, well, what do y'all do afterwards? And he's like, we store it at different places around town. I said, dang, bro, that's crazy. They got that shit probably stored everywhere. I say, look, rent out. You could rent out 2 corners of my house. I'll rent you out 2 corners over there. Stack a little bit of dirt in them bitches for $18, bro. $30, $40. That's what I'm living like. Because I'm saying if they got 26 million pounds of that to get to hide away. The guy said, yeah, we store it around town and we come back and get it next year. I'm like, dang, y'all coming back. If y'all coming back to get that shit, I'll charge you $61. I'll charge you $40 a month to keep that shit. You keep 8 pounds of that shit, and I got a couple empty cupboards in the kitchen. Ain't nothing in them bitches. One of them has an air fryer in it. I will fill that bitch up. I'll keep 10 square inches of that damn dirt warm for you. I'll keep some of that shit warm for you. I'll air fry that shit. And we'll get you back some quality dirt, bro. And that's gonna now be $50 a month. But that's the kind of business we need. Is that if you come to my house, you say, look, hey, bro, hold a little bit of this dirt for me, bro. I got you, gang. That's who I am. But yeah, I had a nice time over there, man. And then and just to go do something different, do something new. I'd never been. I just got invited. I went over. I got to meet some of the drivers. Seth, there's a guy named Seth, a dude named Jet I met. Eli, he kept winning. And Mr. Stewart, he was in there, the boss, young boss. But yeah, these dudes, bro, it's just like, I think the thing that was the most neat to me about it was that it felt like you were just a kid. Everybody, it felt like there's this kid thing of wanting to like just ride your bike, you know? And that was pretty magical in there. And yeah, people were just having a good time. I think it's a great thing to take your family to. I think you could go watch it, and I don't work for them or anything. I went and had a nice time. Separately from that, what did I do? I went down and saw my stepdad, and I got to take him out for his birthday. And we went over there down where I'm from. Went to Mandeville Seafood over there. I think they got some of the best seafood on the North Shore. I think they really get it done. They got a fried shrimp po' boy. That be, ooh, that be, hey. And I walked in, bro. I could hear that fryer. The fryer knew I was coming. You could hear the fryer, that deep fryer, rub his hands together in the back of that beer. He knew I'd walked in because I get it. I will take care of some fried shrimp. So if you have a fried shrimp problem in your area, hit my line, twin. But so that was nice, and my stepdad and I sat over there. It's not my real stepdad, but he kind of just been a big influence in my life. I lived with their family for a long time, and blessings to him. What else is going on? Oh, I went to the farmer's market, and that was fun. And I like that farmer's market. I like to see people making things, and then you get to learn about the people that are doing it, and it just feels like so much more of like a community than like an Amazon or something like that. Yeah. The comparison of getting something through Amazon and going to a farmer, it's not even a comparison. You know, just the energy you get from seeing people and seeing them with their families, you know, especially a lot of farmers markets, they start up around springtime. And I know everybody can't afford a farmer's market. I know some of the pricing is different, and some people, they don't have farmers markets by them. But if some people never even been to one. But yeah, I just enjoyed it. Because also it gives me a different respect for the food. You know, if I buy something that I've learned about and that I know where it's come from, I think I engage with it differently. You know, like, I don't know. It's not, sometimes in my life, food has just been kind of, I don't know, I've just absorbed it or ate or whatever, just kind of nonchalantly. I don't know the customer. I don't know where the stuff's from. I don't know, you know, what it is, what it's made. I don't know anything about it. So what do I care? But then, yeah, I think this was interesting just to get some stuff. I got some milk over there. And they'll milk anything in that bit, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Things you never even, they got damn moon milk in that bitch. I'm like, dang. Somebody got up there and squeezed the biggest tit in the world, you feel me? God. Somebody was up there just pushing, making that crescent drip, homie. But they got everything in there. Grass milk, cat milk, somebody had they had two dudes just milking each other, a couple gay dudes over there, bro. And I didn't say nothing. I didn't have any, you know. But and they didn't even, but I ain't saying nothing. But I ain't saying nothing. And that's what it was. Anyway, what else? But yeah, the fact they moved all that dirt in, it was just kind of fascinating to me. And just to learn something new, to do something new, it makes me feel more alive, kind of. Because sometimes I get pretty set in my ways. We're going to go to some calls and stuff. What else? What do we got in the news, Trevin? Anything that's you noticed?
Did you see this Pope Leo and Trump beef?
Pope Leo and Trump? Oh, yeah. I mean, this is unbelievable. Where he's like, the Pope is weak on crime, that one?
Yeah.
Well, after Trump's tweet on Easter, you know, just tweeting about the annihilation of people, bring up the tweet so I can be clear on what it is. If you see that Easter tweet. It's crazy. And this was on Truth Social. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah, President Trump. I mean, that's just, on Easter, that's unbelievable. You know, when people are hoping for something new. Literally on the day when people are hoping and are believing with their hearts as much as they can and are celebrating something new, a rebirth, a resurrection, a possibility. To write that it's diabolical. It's insane. And I think my fear is that after Israel just moved from Gaza to now it's Lebanon and it's Iran. They're on a time clock, and I don't know why they're on a time clock, but they've pressed the fast forward button on control at any cost. And I don't want to get too deep into it because I want to stay in a place of possibility for myself. But I do fear that I think my biggest fear is that stuff could come here. You know, with the technology that they're using to take on a lot of these crimes, with the technology that they used to murder. I mean, in Gaza. It's just like in these places in the Middle East with the technology they're using, if they can instill that here, then we will be living under the watchful eye of like drones that could take you out if they don't like something you write online. And that's scary. But when you're up against like things that seem this bizarre and insane, other things start to seem possible. And it's not. And what American is this helping? Besides the war, the industrial war complex, what American, what hard work, what guy who's trying to take care of his family, or a single mother who's a nurse who's going to work and has to get home and get to her kid's ball game and has to be both parents. What farmer is this helping? What regular person is this helping? I just don't know. I don't understand. So yeah, that's what our president's up to, and it's fucking baffling. And it's sick, and it feels like he's just been compromised by Israel, by this dark government over there. And I don't know. It's fucking dark. It's dark. What can we talk about? Yeah, it's dark shit over there. It's dark shit. I just don't. I don't know. Where do we get some leaders? Yeah, where do we get some leaders? And how do we... I don't know. Fuck. I guess we start just by leading ourselves, huh? All right, let's get into a little bit of news here. What do we got, guys?
So I don't know if you saw this, but Sweden has built vending machines for crows.
Oh, wait, I did see this. I think I shared this a couple of months ago, maybe on TikTok. Yes, Sweden built a smart machine where crows trade trash for food, turning these clever birds into city cleaners. Corvids, the bird family that includes crows and ravens, are known for remarkable intelligence, including tool use, memory, and problem-solving skills. In controlled experiments, crows learn to drop cigarette filters into a specifically designed device, and then that device dispensed food. That's what we need, bro. That's the kind of thing we need. You teach a crow, hey, go pick up this trash, put it in here, and then you get a little McNugget or something. Something crows eat, a little bird omelet or something. You know, you get something like that. And that's the kind of things we need. And that's the kind of things I've been saying and praying for. You know, things that actually make society better. Inventions that make society better. Rubber cars, I said that shit forever ago. Because you'll see a car accident, the only thing that survived it was the damn tires. Well, bitch, make the whole thing rubber. You could hit whoever the hell you want, dude. You could hit your damn wife when she's leaving the house if you want. If she's in her rubber car as well, just give her a little bump, let her know. Let her know you got a little something for her when she gets back to the house, you feel me? Just give it a little bit of love tap. But yeah, if everybody's in a rubber car, you could get real on the way to work. You know? Or what about pants? I've always thought this would be a good invention. Pants that walk for you. I'm talking about the electronic pants. And them bitches, they'll go. So you get in them, and then you just you navigate on your phone. Yeah, take me to 13th Avenue or whatever. And then bitches, you just walk. That way you can relax kind of. Because your pants are going to know when to stop and when to go. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to use all your muscles, because your muscles can be calmer because the pants are going to get you there. You can just relax, let your pants take you for a walk. You know, and if you want to jog, turn them bitches up. If you running late, cut them bitches loose, boy. They ain't got no governor on these jeans, baby girl. Cut them bitches loose. Or what about this? This was an invention that I thought of. What if they had earrings? You buy your wife these earrings, and they whisper naughty stuff in her ear while she's at work. So then when she comes back to the house, you know what I'm saying? The ambiance has already been done. You know? she's at work, she's in the office or whatever, and you hit her up, you send her a little message, you know. Wish I was there right now. I'll bend you over that little paper shredder or whatever. I want to hide in the recycling bin and lick your body or whatever. You could send little shit like that, and then the earrings whisper it to her. I want to lick your body in the recycling bin. Imagine that. So we've been needing positive stuff. I like the way they're getting birds involved in it. Let nature work. Because a lot of birds have been out of work. Them bitches have been out of work. They used to be spies. Remember those, Trevin?
Yeah, the Birds Aren't Real initiative. They're drones.
Pigeons, them bitches was working. Storks used to bring babies. Them bitches was at it. Who else? The Raven, Edgar Allan Poe, he was putting them bitches to work, and now they got crows popping off doing recycling. So yeah, I'm glad to see this. I'm glad to see Animalia back hustling, man. Praise God. I love that, dude. I love that. So, yeah. So praise God, man. I love seeing this. I love seeing birds get active, boy. Get nature involved. What if they had a little squirrel and his job was just to come use his tail just to buff your car? How great would that be? Somebody trains 30, 40 squirrels over there. You pull up, you stop, they clean it, and then they got 40 squirrels waxing that bitch with their tails, bro. Come on, let's go. This is the future we want, not doing genocides. This is the shit we need. Praise God, brother. If somebody's sending you that you up, and it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 38 a.m., it don't matter. They hitting you up like that, then you know they trying to keep it popping. And that's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew's been on a mission to get you bricked up. Bricked up. Call a contractor, homie. Call a mason, because I'm freaking bricked up. They'll build your confidence, baby. Getting that brick to brick, and they help you actually perform in the bedroom. Blue Chew has a new arousal boosting formula, Blue Chew Gold. Is helping millions of men have better sex in 2026. Less is more, yeah? Well, no. I don't know. But how about more is more? More blood flow, more arousal. Arousal. It's simple. Chew it and do it. Chew it and do it. Don't let your mind get in the way of a good time. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners right now when you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold. You get the 3rd month for free with promo code Theo. That's promo code THEO. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
When you see our new lower prices, you'll be shocked.
Sir? Let's get you over to checkout. I know, the prices are low.
New lower prices are here at Leslie's.
Is pornography causing a problem in your life? Do you find yourself watching porno for longer periods of time and having trouble stopping? Is porn affecting your relationship or dating life? Well, you're certainly not alone. Watching pornography has become so commonplace today, and oftentimes men use porn to numb the pain of loneliness, boredom, anxiety, and depression. Shame and stigma prevent men from talking about these issues and getting help for them. I want to introduce you to my friend Steve. Steve is the founder of Valor Recovery, a program to help men overcome porn abuse and sexual compulsivity. Steve is a long-term sexual recovery member and has personally overcome the emotional and spiritual despair of abusing pornography and has dedicated his life to empowering men to do the same. Steve is an amazing person, and he is a close friend of mine. I mean that. Valor Recovery helps men to develop the tools necessary to have a healthier sex life. Their coaches are in long-term recovery and will be your partner, mentor, and spiritual guide to transcend these problematic behaviors. To learn more about Valor Recovery, please visit them at www.valorrecoverycoaching.com or email them at admin@valorrecoverycoaching.com. Thank you. Let's get into some calls that came from you guys. We got a call. Let's hit the hotline. As always, the hotline is 985-664-9503. Amen to that. Here we go. We got a call right here.
Hey, Theo. I just want to say, hey, I really appreciate you, man. I just finished my career as a DoorDasher, and I listened to all your podcasts while I was doing my career as a DoorDasher.
Let's go, brother. Congratulations, brother. Onward.
I actually hit the pinnacle. I didn't know where to go after that, so I was calling in for some advice to see, where you think a retired DoorDasher should go, what I should do. I feel like I hit the pinnacle, man, and it's really sad. Hope you have a great day, man. Cheers.
Well, first of all, brother, I want to say, can we get a couple gun salute for that guy just for his service?
Ready? Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire.
Amen, brother. I think the first thing you got to do, bro, you got to join the reserves, man. Take a break. Take a break. You are that hunger Santa, that DoorDash. You that hunger Santa, homie. And your service is appreciated. There's probably not a porch in town you haven't just dropped the damn McNuggets on it or some froyo or whatever. They're probably in an apartment welcome mat. You haven't set a little small sack of McDoubles or whatever, or a couple of banana sundaes on that bitch, or some taquitos, or some burritos. You've put all that. There probably ain't a dang. You probably have just a whole collection of photos of just a damn little sack of Jack in the Box, just sitting right there near a mat that says "Home is where the heart is." God, your phone must be full, brother. You have served your time, and we thank you for your service, man. I think you got to go into the reserves, bro. And every now and then they'll call you out. We got to get 40 Big Macs or whatever, or we got to get 40 seed oil McNuggets or whatever over to this gymnasium. They'll bring you up for shit like that. Or if there's a flood or whatever, and they got to have somebody swim across a channel just to deliver a damn BLT to somebody, they'll bring you out. And you probably got a little bit of PTSD. I'm gonna say that right now. I bet you got some PTSD. I would apply to get some medical tuition to help you out with that. Because you deserve that shit. I bet you'll just be driving through a neighborhood and you'll just run off, bro. And just deliver an invisible bag of something to an apartment. Just can't even help it. I bet your wife might find you in the middle of the night. You out there ghost dashing. You just door dashing in your damn sleep. You out there walking backwards and shit. Wandering around a stranger's apartment complex with a damn sack of hot dogs and a side of fries, brother. Take a break. Take some time, baby. Sit at home, let it unwind. Forget about all the trenches you've been in, dog. Get some peace time, baby. Hit the reserves, man. We thank you for your service, baby. Praise God. God, I can't even believe that. And I'm not even brave enough to serve, to be honest with you. That's what gets me. That's what gets me, man. And you got this dude did 21 years as a DoorDasher. Watched his friends probably watched friends just drowning in deep fryers and shit. Watched a friend just slip on a damn, a cut of pickle or something that had fallen out of a bag and broke his leg, broke his neck, broke his leg neck. God, we don't think about that. We don't think when you're laying in bed at night that in the distance there are men running over hills, wandering through woods, swinging across vines with rivers filled with gators and bad bitches from Atlanta. Just to get a fucking sack of Five Guys to a damn Sig App house. We don't think about that shit. Lest we forget, man. So go forth, young soldier. Go forth and get you some peacetime, brother. Take a deep breath and get you some relaxation. And we keep you in our prayers, brother. Praise God. Thank you for your service.
What's up, dude? I'm Alex, and I'm from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I can tell you Wind Creek, but
Oh, thank you for calling, Alex. Onward.
I even fucked up my sobriety date, but I'm 331 days sober today, and it's like the longest I've ever gone.
Let's go, bro. 331 days. That's amazing, dog. Congrats. Onward.
I've been battling this shit for so long, dude. Like a good 10 years, but I've never made it this far. I'm actually driving to Los Angeles, California right now. I'm moving out there from Bethlehem, and it's like 5 in the morning. I just have some questions about the sobriety thing. So I'm a professional snowboarder. I work with a lot of kids, and I also work with a lot of other athletes. And I just wonder how you maintain a positive attitude and stay social in these atmospheres when becoming freshly sober. I don't know. I just feel dull and a little less enthusiastic as I might have been before. I don't know. A little less enthusiastic in front of sober.
Thank you so much for your call, brother. I appreciate that. Congratulations on 331 days. Let's go. Dude, that's so great. That's a long time. How do you keep it going? I mean, and look, you talked about, newly sober, and you're not new. I mean, I get, look, I've been newly sober so many times. Let's call him up, can we?
Yep.
Hello?
Hey, Alex?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? It's Theo.
Oh, what's up, Theo?
Not much, bro. I was just checking in. I got your voicemail, dude. I just want to say congratulations, man. Do you still have your sober time?
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
go.
I did, man. I'm so hyped.
How many days you got right
Holy
now?
shit, Theo Vaughn, are you for real?
Yeah, man. I just got your voicemail, dude.
No way. That's crazy. I was driving to LA.
Yeah, that's what you
and I
said.
was like, fuck it. I'm going to call the hotline
Let's
and say what up.
go, my guy. Bro,
Damn,
BLM, homie. That's what the fuck is up.
Hell yeah, bro.
Dude, that's great, bro. How are you feeling?
I feel good. Every day's a new day. So, it comes with some battles, but I feel great today.
Nice, dude. I know, isn't it crazy how some days will feel great and then that other day comes and you're like, God, I just want to pull my legs off and just hide them in somebody's ass, bro.
Yeah, something like that. Sounds about right.
Or you know what I'm saying? Or just you have days where you're like, how could it be so different than it was yesterday? That's how I feel sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
What's the setup like there? Do you feel like nervous about being out there? Like, what was the reason you were heading out to LA?
I actually moved in here with my girlfriend. I wasn't really nervous to move out here. I'm kind of used to like being out in big crowds and shit, but I think it's just different now that I don't have substances to do anything, you know? And like being in LA, like the only things to do are really like at night, unless you do like, I don't know, like what do you do during the day?
Yeah, you can hide from traffic. That's what I did.
Yeah, the traffic stuff.
Bro, that's real shit. I would hide from traffic, bro. What else did I like to do? Oh, I did like to go to the beach. I like to go, I mean, there's a ton of stuff, but I'm probably not the best person to ask. I would kind of isolate a little bit, or I worked a lot during the day, and I would try to hit like meetings in the evening or something.
Yeah.
So, but at least you got your girl there, so that's exciting. So you got one person there that you can connect with.
Yeah, no, it's super dope, and I have some friends that are out here too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not the worst case scenario, you know?
Yeah.
So it's definitely cool. I'm just trying to figure out what it is throughout the day, just in general, to do. Like, it doesn't even matter like if I'm in LA or not. Just
You could have a job. You got a job?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I manage an athlete, and I'm a professional snowboarder as well.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that you snowboard, dude. My bad. Okay, good.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, dude. I think if you're brave enough to try something new like that and get out there, you'll figure that stuff out, dude. But I think, yeah, I think like, I mean, for me, I just noticed the more I can take care of myself, the more I can be involved in other people's lives, like in at least show up in other people's lives, you know? And then sometimes it's for better, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes I don't do the best, but at least I can show up, you know? So if I'm taking care of myself.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel too. Yeah. If I just do the things I need to do and stay off all the bad shit,
yeah,
I kind of become a better person, and being a good person and going to do things and being around other people feels a lot better. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like less of a scumbag. I don't know. I'm trying to get all my thoughts out. I'm honestly still mind blown.
Oh, dude, no worries. No, I think like, all right, let me think. I am too, bro. I think my energy's been weird today. I just like, some days I'm just like, I feel like kind of spastic.
Yeah.
Dude, I think though, but I will say this. Los Angeles has one of the best sober communities in the whole world, bro, out there. There's so many great meetings where you hear some freaking amazing speakers and shit out there. I mean, people that were eating their own fingers and shit, and like, dude, guys that were like, some dude cut his thumb off and filled it up with dope and put it in his own ass. But just people that are wilding, you know? People that are really looking for God the long way, you know, taking the long way to the Lord.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of those war stories. I feel like when you're in LA and you like look around, you can obviously tell that there's a strong homeless community, which means there's definitely a strong sober community.
Yeah, because those
does that even make
communities.
sense? I mean, that kind of makes sense, no?
Yeah. Oh, bro, because those communities, it's a thin line between those two communities a lot of times, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a lot of us are we've been close to that edge of just walking off into the oblivion.
Dude, how about it? How about it? I've been battling this shit for so long. I can't even believe I've gotten this far.
Amen. This is the longest you've had, huh?
Yeah, way past the longest I've ever had.
And what do you think's been the
last time
secret?
I did this, I only had a couple months.
Hell yeah, dude. And sorry, I stepped on your toes there, but yeah, what do you think's been like? Honestly, when you think about it and you're honest to yourself, what do you think's been the most helpful thing to you? Or what'd you do differently?
What did I do differently? You know what, dude? I did have a pretty scary heart situation that happened to me last year where I've had like 2 near-death experiences with a heart condition I didn't even know I really had. And I had to get 2 heart surgeries. And I think that kind of opened up my mind a little bit to it. Mm-hmm. And then, but even then, after I was done with the heart surgeries and my heart was kind of like back to normal per se, because it was a pretty simple fix, I was drinking so much, but I wasn't drugging as much. Yeah. And my girlfriend was like kind of telling me, she's like, hey, like, do you like realize how much you drink? And then I just took a step back and realized. And I think that's when it all finally came to me that like, I've actually never stopped doing something. You know, I was always doing something, you know? Other than the time when I was ODing when I was a bit younger in my lower 20s, and I had no choice but to go to meetings and try and stay clean because my brother was also getting clean at the time.
Oh,
so that was a whole other thing. Yeah, the story goes on forever, man. You know how it is, but
yeah, and then sometimes we get tired of writing that story, dude. That's what I start to notice for myself, man. You know, I get tired of writing that old story. It's like, man, I've written this, you know, like I've written it a lot, you know, and so I want to change it. But cool, man. I got to finish taping this episode, but yeah, dude, I just wanted to say, I just want to say I appreciate you calling in. Thanks for including us in your drive across the country, and yeah, dude, I'm glad that you got dude, you're like one of those astronauts on Artemis or whatever. You're out in some new territory, bro. Coming up on 1 year, that's wild.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. No, I appreciate you for reaching out, dude. Honestly, it's super. I'm a super fan. I've been watching this shit, listening to this shit for years.
Oh, thanks, bro. That's
cool.
We
were watching it last night. Which one were you watching last night? Oh yeah, the one with Timothy Chalamet. I didn't hear that one, but I usually listen every week.
Oh yeah, that dude's a G, bro. That guy's got so much charm in him. He's just full of damn charm. He's just a damn charm, like a damn charm animal. You know?
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, bro.
So.
No, but I appreciate you, Theo. Thank you so much, man. That made my day. It's really, really dope.
Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you too. And thanks for just sharing the message, man. I think there's never too much of it. So I appreciate you, man. Have fun out there. Give our best to your old lady, and good luck on a year, man. I know we'll see you there.
All right, thank you so much, Theo. Have a good one, man.
All right, praise, bro. Be good. That's awesome, dude. He sounds like an upbeat guy. I'm like, dude, it sounds like he sounds kind of he just sounded like he had a good energy, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, he's a snowboarder.
Yeah, dude. You were doing enough, dude. You can't be doing snow and riding on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. Fuck. I would lose my mind out there. I'd be out there lost in the middle of the night, just literally trying to snort up a damn mogul. You know, I get a brain freeze. That's when you know. Anyway, let's get to know. Yeah, blessings to you, Alex. Let's take another call here.
Hey Theo, long time listener, first time caller. Man, I just wanted to call and say appreciate everything you do. And you know, I was listening to your Ella Langley podcast about she was saying how this is our first go around, right? You know, we're all just living for the first time. And I think I've been struggling lately with feeling almost like I'm stuck in this cycle where, you know, you're alone, you're lonely, you're by yourself, which, you know, sometimes isn't like the best thing for you to do, but it's almost like second nature. It's just what you retreat to. And then you want to go out, and you go out and you hang out with your buddies, and you have sometimes like a wild night. You get influenced by like what you think they want, what you think the world wants, what Instagram and all, you know, social media tells you to do. So you're drinking, you might even fucking get your nose a little bit dirty like you used to. And you know, you're trying to get all the girls' numbers and like fucking, you know, have a grand old time, and you're out all night, and then you kind of wake up the next day feeling like shit, and you're like, I'm not even any closer to my goals. I'm not getting where I need to be. But then you just kind of fucking retreat, and then you do it all over again. And I know, yeah, I feel like maybe you once went through this, and I think a lot of guys go through this. And, you know, I've shut off social media, I've gone through periods where I didn't drink for long periods of time, and I know you sometimes just always go back to this because then you're just like, what's the point? You know, we're only, you know, got one go around on this. Like, am I going to like waste my youth? Am I going to waste my opportunities? But I'm no closer to my goals. And I think I'm, you know, I lost my job last year, and I'm supposed to be like studying and trying to get ahead for some stuff that's going to give me a better job. But a lot of time I just kind of let the days go by, and now I'm stuck here, you know, by myself, sitting in my room after the weekend, kind of just fucking, I don't know, man, feeling down, and I don't even know why, okay, you know? And I just wanted to know how you deal with this. How do you get yourself out of this? How do you get to a better life? How do you get to a place where, like, you're not just cycling through, and you're actually moving toward things that you want? And I appreciate your advice. All right, Theo, thanks, man.
Thanks so much for the call. I don't think you said your name at the beginning, but thank you. Yeah, the cycle of just like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then I would kind of, for me, I'm going to try that. I would let myself down. I would try, and I would ask God to help me. And I'd be like, I would pray, you know, but I would and it was the same thing. And I appreciate you being so articulate in your call and doing your best to share as honestly as you could what was going on. I'll try to share. You know, I've been struggling, man. The past like couple years, I've had, you know, it's been a struggle in certain ways with certain behaviors that I'm just not proud of, right? Or really just behaviors that I didn't want to do anymore. And I couldn't change it. I couldn't change the cycle. And even as I say this, I'm afraid that I'll fall back into those behaviors. But I'll tell you what for me has been helpful recently. And I'm sorry if I sound a little animated. I've been like going through this in my own life recently, and it's on the tip of my thoughts and feelings. You know, sometimes I realize for myself, I would pray to God to help me get away from certain behaviors in my life. But at the same time that I was praying, there would be a part of me that knew I was probably going to do those things again. You know? That I was probably going to do those things again. Like, but God, please help me to, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to have this behavior. But there'll be a little part of me that was like, I know even as I ask for God's help that I'm going to do it again. I would know that. So I started praying like this. I started praying like, God, please help me with this. You know, this is a broken part of me that I bring to you. I need help with it. And then I would add to my prayer, I would say, and even, God, even as I pray to you right now, there's a part of me that knows I'm probably lying to you. There's a part of me that knows I'm going to do that behavior again. So can you come into that part of me and help me there? Help me in the part of me that knows as I pray that I'm lying. And I don't know if that sounds crazy or not, but I started to think that like a connection between us and a higher power, it's such the realest, it's like, in my life, it's one of the realest things that I've ever witnessed, right? Like you go in, like, I'll be in meetings and, or recovery meetings or, and you see people's lives change. You see something happen. You see miracles, right? But that was what was happening. It was, I couldn't change. I tried everything. I tried everything to change. I would tell myself I'm going to do it different. I'm going to do that. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it by myself. And my whole life I'd done everything by myself. I thought I had. And so something that's just been helping me recently is just praying differently, you know? Because whatever's inside of me that's broken is really, it's manipulative and it's, you know, it would be good at pool because it's good at the angles. But so I've just been praying that God comes into those parts of me, you know? Don't just come into like the water inside of me. Come into the well. Come into the walls of the well. Come into the mortar or whatever that's between the bricks. Because I'm broken. Because I'm broken all the way there. You know, and I don't mean that like in self-pity. But if there's a part of me that doesn't even want the best for me, then there's something inside of me that is off. So that's something that's been helping me, because some of it's been coming true. And I don't know if it's been coming true. I don't know if that's a term, but I don't know. I'm starting to just feel something different. And then I was looking on this Bible, and there's a story called John 5, and it's about a guy who's at these pools. And some people follow the Bible, some people don't. That's fine. This is just a story that I'm reciting here. And Jesus is at the pools, and it's in Bethesda, and they're like, there's a sick man there, and he's been sick for a long time. And Jesus asks him, "Do you want to be healed?" He asks him, "Do you want to be healed?" And that's a crazy question because, you know, if I get healed, then I'm different. You know, if somebody gets healed, they have a new story. So that's just been something that I've been having to ask myself. It's like, yeah, do I want to be healed? Do I really want something different? And sometimes a lot of the answer is no, I don't. I want something different, but I don't want to. I don't know if I'm scared of it. I don't know what I am. I don't know if I don't want to do what it takes to get. I can't even tell what it is. And it's hard for this. Some of this stuff's a little bit hard for me to say. I think I don't even know why, but I think I want a new story. You know, my story in my life, and I'm sorry to make this about me, kind of, but I'm just trying to share, like, you know, when I was growing up, like, my mom, something was wrong with her. I love my mother. You know, but she didn't connect with me. She didn't, like, look at me, and she didn't, you know, she wouldn't hold me that much, and she didn't look, she wouldn't look me in the eyes, right? And so as a kid, I felt like something was wrong with me. You know, I felt like, oh, if the person that created me won't even look at me, then something must be so wrong with me. You know, and I've worked through a lot of this stuff, and so I'm kind of going down this lane. But it just gave me like a lot of low self-worth. You know, it just gave me low self-worth. And honestly, it made it tough for me to even have a self, because the only person that I only knew who I was if you reacted to me well, right? Like, I became just a people pleaser because I didn't have any feelings of self-worth. So the only way I could get my worth was from you, right? From somebody else. And it made sense because I didn't have a me. You know, I didn't have a big sense of self. And so I got myself from who you thought I was. And I needed everybody to like me. I needed everybody to like me because I didn't know if there was one person that didn't like me, if one of the plates stopped spinning, if it was all gonna fall down. So anyway, sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but the thing that also happened was that all of that energy, that negative energy, that uncertainty, that became my story, right? And it gave me like a chip on my shoulder where it was like, you know, I'm gonna show them, I'll show these you know, I'll do this, and you know, it gave me all of that. It gave me all of that energy. Like, I'll prove to them, I'll prove to somebody that I'm worth something. I'm gonna make, yeah. I just want to look in somebody's eyes and have them be pleased with me. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I think it's all that any kid wants. I wanted to just look in somebody's eyes and have them be pleased with me. And all that gave me a chip on my shoulder, you know? And so anyway, so it gave me all this energy. It was like, you know, I'm going to figure this out. I'll do it myself. You know, and all that stuff served me well until, I think just until now. It's like, I don't know. I'm just tired of living that story, man. I'm tired of that story. You know, I'm tired of that story. I just don't want that story anymore. You know, it's been a good story and it's served me well. Dang, homie, I'm leaking. It's been a good story and it served me well, but I don't want that story. You know, I want something different. Because the more I just tell that story, it's just like, you know, I stay in that world. I stay in that cycle for me. And I think yeah, so I want to have and it's scary to say that I want to have a new story because I'm so used to, like, how those other feelings work. I know who to be angry at. I know how to operate here, and I know how to operate there, and I know who to not give love to, and you know. I know how to make, like, love, like, very conditional. I know how to, like, do all these. I know how to navigate to get this fucked up vehicle down the street. You know? But I think I want a new story, dude. And it's crazy for me to even say that. But yeah, I think I want a new story. And so that's one thing that I'm asking God for. Yeah, I'm asking God for a new story, right? I'm asking God for the next part of me. you know, and being okay with saying I'm not, you know, like these days, you know, my mother and I have a great relationship, and I love my mother. There's nothing I want more than my mother to be happy, you know. And it's funny because as she gets older, she kind of turns in a little bit more like a child sometimes, and you kind of like the roles kind of like, I guess they switch a little bit, and you get to be, you get to try to be what you needed in a way, and it's pretty cool, and that's a gift. That's a gift from God, I think. And so, yeah, I want to be able to, I just want to be able to, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm telling you, dude. Jesus Christ, is this guy's got to be like, God, why'd I call this idiot? Yeah, so I think, anyway, that's what's been helping me, like, and I never thought I would be saying some of this stuff, but I'm glad that I am, because I'm ready for a new story. I'm ready for a new story. And I'm ready for, like, yeah, and the scary part is is who will I be if I let go of these things that I've always done and known, some of these behaviors, if I even can let go of some of them. And I know I'm not going to get anything right or whatever, and there's no, like, it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm kind of tired. What can I suggest, do you think, Trevin, or offer some thought? Do you have any thought about any of this?
I think it's really hard, and I think praying is a great first step if you don't know where to go or how to break a cycle.
Yeah, that's it. I just start, like, that's something that's helped me, is I just started praying, but I started praying like as honestly as I could, and even honest past that. Like, God, you know, these behaviors I don't like of mine, will you help me? Even though I know that I might do them again, even though I know I want to do them again, will you come into the parts of me that want to do these behaviors again and help me there? Will you come, you know, will you come all the way to the, will you come to the, like, past the roots? And yeah, and it's just like, I don't know, and it's crazy to think that I could have I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, a lot of it's scary to me, and some of this isn't making sense, and I'm sorry, man, I think I'm just getting kind of burnt out. I don't know what it's been, but I'm glad that you care about what's going on. And yeah, to get out of the cycle, man, it's hard. And to show up for myself. Other things that I've been doing is I've been getting up early. I've been doing some yoga. I've been doing a workout at home. I went and played basketball the other day with some friends. I hadn't done that in years, man. And you know what? I felt good. I left out of there. I went to an AA meeting, and I started, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I started getting active, you know? And I started coming to my own rescue a little bit. But I started just showing up for myself, and if I told somebody I'm gonna do something, then I came and did it. And I've never done that a lot in my life, but for the past few weeks I've been doing it. And when I say something and then I do it, there's a part of me that hears that, right? And there's a part of me that starts to have like okay, this guy he's somebody who says he's gonna do something, and he does it. And so that then part of me starts to build up, that it's like I'm building somebody new, man. And I'm not trying to challenge you or anything. I'm just telling you kind of what's been working for me. And yeah, I know. Anyway, this shit's all over the place. Plenty of my vape, you know. I wish the church made vapes, dude. Those things would slap. Is that bad, Trevin, to say that?
They're in like Catholic church. They got the incense. They've been vaping.
Oh, dang. Yeah, let me get a little bit. Dude, if they freaking had I got that frankincense, 3,000 puffs, homie, that thing would be popping. But yeah, I don't know. I've sat in rooms and been in meetings and done this for done that cycle a long time. And right now something's feeling a little bit different. And it's scary for me to even say that because there's a part of me that doesn't want things to be different, but there's a part of me that's growing that wants to have a new story for me. And I didn't think I could have a new story. I think maybe in my head I did and shit, but in my heart I didn't think that. And so, yeah. But yeah, thanks for calling, dude, and thanks for thinking of us. And yeah, I don't know the answer to how to get out of the cycle. I don't know. And if I ever get all the way out, I promise I'll share it with you. But yeah, thanks for hitting the hotline. And yeah, just thinking out loud. And just thanks for being honest, bro. I felt like your call was really honest. Like, this is what's going on. And I'm tired of it, and what can I do? And I wish I had the answers for you. I wish I had the answers for you, but that's all I got. All right, let's see who this called.
Hi, Theo. This is Glenn. Big fan of the show. I just wanted to share a Bible verse with you. It's Ecclesiastes 3:11. It's brought me a lot of comfort because the way things are lately, it's been pretty weird, pretty scary.
Amen, bro. It's weirder than that. Onward.
And I know that people who care deeply can kind of be affected by that fear deeply. So anyway, the Bible verse is this. He has made everything beautiful in his time, and he's put eternity into the human heart, and no man can know his plan from beginning to end. That's pretty close. It's funny, I got nervous for a voicemail. But anyway, everything is beautiful in God's time. Even if that's a reality we don't live in right now, it will be a reality because God promises us that he'll make it beautiful. And I know you got eternity in your heart. You got that eternity mindset, and you spread a lot of light. So I know things are weird, but it's all going to be good. So anywho, I feel silly leaving this, but I hope you have a great day, and thanks for what you do. Bye.
Type shit, King. That it almost like that was like that. Like, what if that was like the kid me calling back and telling me this? And yeah, we have to just do our best, and pray. I'm praying that God helps me be a warrior. I'm praying that God helps me be a warrior. Because we might need people that can be warriors. Now I'm not gonna be like one of the front warriors, dude. I will be a warrior in the back. You heard me, bro? I'll be a warrior in the back eating chips and talking shit, boy. But still, bro, you still qualify. You get that warrior payment. You still get that warrior check, that W check, bro. So I'll get that shit. But yeah, thank you guys for being a part of the episode. You guys be good to yourselves. You deserve it. And yeah, just thanks for giving me a place where I can come and share about things, and that we can come and we can share about things. And yeah, that's all I got. Trevin, anything you want to say?
Not much from me. It was a great one. And yeah, check out the movie if you guys can. busboysmovie.com.
Thanks, Trevin. And yeah, and I was thinking this, spring, that's the thing, man. Like a spring is a time for a new story, So, and I don't even know if I can stick with this, some of these behaviors that are making me feel different. I don't even know if I can. So I'm scared to even really talk about it, to be honest with you. But I don't know. So many times I've been in spaces and I've been afraid to say that. I feel like there's a possibility for something new for me. I've been afraid to really say that. And then I end up in the same spot. So I think I'm at least just trying something different today. And if that's, if at the very least that's all that is, and then I'm trying something different, trying something new. You guys be good to yourselves, baby. You deserve it. Praise God, baby. Almost there.
Now I'm just floating
Hey guys, tonight we're traveling way back to figure out when people were talking thousands of ancient vibes with your spoiler alerts. More of a short video and subscribe in time the lights. Maybe turn on is huge somewhere in the surprisingly LTP and bold. You duck your head, step inside, and boom.
What's he doing?
Well, you know how Geico saved us 20% on home insurance? Now the Gecko is here with another save.
Here was your problem. Pipes look good, though.
I love you.
It feels good to dive into savings.
Sorry, what?
Nothing.
It feels good to Geico.
Respawn, come. Is expensive matcha really worth?
Love to go out to eat, but I also like saving money. With Cook Unity, I was
Be aggressive?
No, it was another 5.
Okay, yeah, celebrate.
With Cook Unity, you get restaurant quality meals by award-winning chefs.
And when I'm busy, the last thing I want to do is cook. And when I'm not busy, the last thing I want to do is cook.
That's right.
I mean, especially something healthy or flavorful, because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's where Cook Unity comes in. Look, it's coming in right now. Boop,
Yes,
boop, boop.
here it is. The Al Pastor pork burrito bowl with black beans and rice by Chef Andres Mendez. Now, this features a pork shoulder marinated in pineapple juice and adobo. It sits atop a bed of black beans, rice, and it's topped with a medley of fresh ingredients. Let me get some of that.
Eat that. It is very, very, very good. You can enjoy hundreds of meals with a diverse selection of global gourmet flavors that fit every palate, even mine. So head to the link in our description now to try Cook Unity. Did you burp?
I said that's good.
Oh, good, because it's not good to burp during a nap.
Yeah, it's not good to talk about it either.
He didn't burp. He said it was good, which is a good thing to say during a nap.
That's right.
So what I was saying was go to link in our description now to try Cook Unity and get 50% off your first order of fresh chef-made meals delivered straight to your door.
Use our code GMM50 to get 50% off.
And thanks again to Cook Unity, thank you, for sponsoring this portion of today's episode. Now, matcha has taken the world by storm, so much so that there is an actual global matcha shortage.
Oh my goodness.
A nice tin of matcha these days will cost you a pretty penny.
But does higher priced matcha actually mean better matcha?
As you can see, we can't.
Okay, boys, the Mythical Kitcheneers made you 2 hot matcha teas, one with an expensive matcha, one with a cheap matcha, so go ahead and try both, and then I'm gonna have you guess which was made with the expensive matcha.
Lily, can you put your culinary degree to good use today and explain to those who don't know what matcha is what it is? And of course, that's not me, but I'm pointing at the people who don't know what matcha is.
I put it to good use every day, first of all, but matcha...
I know you do.
Yes, I
I wasn't insinuating that you don't.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like, though.
Matcha is a type of green tea that comes from the matcha leaf. It's then steamed, dried out, and ground very fine. And then after it's processed, it's called tencha, and it's ready to use.
Why does it taste like of the ocean?
It does have a very bitter, earthy taste because it comes from the ground.
Why does it taste fishy?
This one, I don't think this one tastes fishy, but I have tasted some that taste fishy.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everybody. But I've been misinterpreting it, and now that you tell me that it's from the earth, not from the ocean, I thought there was a seaweed kind of thing happening.
You didn't realize it was just tea leaves ground up?
No, because it tasted like oceanic to me, and I didn't like that, like some sort of seaweed thing.
Oh, no. It's just tea that's ground up. And instead of like just making tea in a bag, you're literally just putting the ground up tea and drinking that straight up.
And it's caffeinated.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a different
I'm talking to Lily.
Well,
I'm trying to put her culinary degree to use.
Well, I mean, I go on the internet, man.
Do you have a culinary degree?
No, but I know about matcha.
But you use it every day anyway.
I do.
You want to drink the other one?
I gotta say, I'm not a matcha lover. I'm a matcha, like, when coffee upsets my tummy sometimes. And so sometimes when I'm going through one of those tummy upset times, I turn to matcha. And it also has, its caffeine is less intense. It has a less intense caffeinated experience.
I believe that I could acquire the taste for it once I've stopped being so emotional. No, because you've educated me with your education.
Now, see, this one that I just tasted, the second one, Link, that's
Very
the one
different.
that tastes like fish. But you know what it actually tastes like? I've never tasted it, but you know Desitin, the stuff that the diaper cream that you would put on your baby's butt growing up?
Yeah.
It tastes like Desitin smells. That's the only way I can describe it. And that happens sometimes with green tea.
You definitely just ruined it for me because I'm trying to have an open mind. This one on the left, it has almost more of a texture to it. Like I can almost feel it on my tongue.
I have no idea which one's more expensive, the one that tastes more like Desitin or the one that doesn't.
I like the one on the left more.
It certainly has more
When
flavor.
you say the one on... Okay, you
On
like
my
the one
left.
in front of
Sorry.
you. Okay.
The one on your right.
Well, the
Rhett
one on
is
Link's
saying
side.
tastes like the one on my side.
Yeah.
Tastes like Desitin to Rhett, and I like it more.
Yeah, because he likes Desitin. He would steal him a little squirt every once in a while.
But I like it because it's not as smooth. I would say this one over here in front of Rhett is more smooth.
Oh, you don't like the smoothness. Interesting.
I don't think it's, now that I know that there's no seaweed in it, it's a new world.
Okay, I'm going to have you put your hand over the one that you think is more expensive.
I don't know.
In 3, 2, 1.
I just figure the more flavor is more expensive.
Okay, so you're both on Link's side. You can go ahead and
But
take
I don't
your-
know anything.
Okay. The more expensive matcha is on Rhett's
Yeah,
side.
look how green it is.
Is that okay, so yeah, the bright greenness.
This actually makes me feel good because the thing that I don't like about it is actually, it turns out, is I think I must just get cheap matcha more often.
Well, so the
'Cause this
one on
is smooth.
your side, Rhett, is Ippido Tea's Uman matcha, which costs $63 an ounce. And then on Link's side is the cheap one from Matcha DNA, which costs $1.50
Well,
an ounce.
that's for me right there. That is a huge price difference.
Yeah.
That is wild.
So something happens in this, like, this is probably what they would call like ceremonial quality or whatever. Something happens in the processing of, like,
Do you know, Lily?
More
yeah, I
stuff.
actually do.
Let Lily
Yeah,
talk.
yeah. Okay, let's hear it.
You're
okay,
right
use that
about-
culinary degree.
Yeah. So you're right about the ceremonial. The cheaper one is culinary grade. The ceremonial has younger leaves, so it has more chlorophyll in it. And then the culinary grade is picked in like the second harvest.
Oh, so this is like extra virgin.
And what is the, which is what we both were for a really long time.
Extra and virgin.
What was I going to ask?
I was just a virgin.
Yeah, I was extra.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, like, with that price differentiation, is it worth it? Is the cheap one still good?
To me, of course.
I think that the only thing I don't like about matcha is the fact that it tastes like Desitin, and this doesn't have it, so I do think that it's worth it.
There's nothing like one work trip rewarding the next with Business Platinum.
I wish we could actually catch up.
Whoa, you have a genie?
Actually, I'm her. That's better. Now you can actually catch up over DiGiorno wood-fired style pizza. Right from your oven. Perfectly crispy and airy crust you thought you could only get at a restaurant. And you won't have to chase down that friend who always says he'll pay you back later. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno wood-fired style.
Next up, you have matcha tiramisu. And I will let you know, on the side of your desk, you